Tom thinks it smells weird. And this is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom. Christy at the news desk.
Hey.
Bob and Tom.
Hey.
Good morning, chick.
There we go. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hoss.
Ah.
Love the Hoss thing.
How about you, Hoss? I like Hoss. I like Governor. I like Senator. One of my friends has his dog's named Senator. Love it.
Oh, that is cool.
I took the Senator for a walk.
Oh, that is great.
That's hilarious.
Love it. Let me think. What else?
Well, Babe Ruth called everybody Dad.
Dad. Hey, Dad.
How's it going, Dad?
That's because he forgot everybody's name.
Oh, well, you don't have to remember anybody's name.
You like if a female calls you daddy?
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I'm not. It's not my thing, really.
And if you'll think about it, I really don't.
Yeah.
And Tom doesn't really care for it either. So,
No, yeah. I mean, my little girls call me Daddy.
sure.
Well,
Well, that's because you're their dad.
That's got to feel.
I told you the story just the other day. I was loading garbage into my Suburban and not paying much attention, hopped in the car to take it to the dumpster, and all of a sudden I hear in the back seat, "Hi, Daddy." I still can't get over. I didn't even see her in there. Lucky I didn't throw away with the garbage, huh?
The baby.
Yeah.
But then you knew where the kid was.
Wait a minute. Do you have any bathwater back there?
Oh boy!
You hear what I said?
Yeah, that old chestnut.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Ace Cosby, how are you?
Father. We had a guy in this
Father.
building. We had a guy in this building called everybody Bud.
Oh,
Hey, bud.
See, Oskar does this to me. He's the only one I let get away with it. He calls me Buddy every now and then. Now, normally, if you call me Buddy, I'm out. No matter what. Oh, hey, buddy. Okay, I don't want anything to do.
yeah. The way Jeff says it, you know he means it. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it sounds
Buddy's
cool.
okay.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't
Now, when
care.
you were a kid, did you have a nickname?
Yes.
I know your dad called you Thumper.
Yeah, because I fell out of bed a lot. Not because I looked like
at,
the cute
at
rabbit.
school. Were you like
Deluxe. Chuck's Deluxe. You know this.
Oh, I love that.
Deluxe.
Of course you do.
Let's see. There was
Chuck's Deluxe is cool.
me
Chuck's
see there.
Deluxe gets to hang with the Pharaohs.
Yes, had I been born in another decade, I would have had.
Well, I know you know the
Who
Pharaohs.
are the Pharaohs?
Pharaohs.
In the movie American Graffiti. He pronounces it the Pharaohs. God, I love that.
That's showing right now on Netflix or something.
It's a great
lot of
movie.
people
It's very
commenting about it on social media. Yeah.
It's a little
dated.
Dated?
Yeah, it's about the 50s.
no,
It should be.
It's a little it's a little sloppy. I find it sloppy.
I think it's charmingly sloppy, just because you know it is so. It was so independent.
Luca, nobody'd ever seen a movie made like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like an Altman-esque.
The interesting thing about that movie is there's a great story about that movie. The American Graffiti, the soundtrack was primarily old songs from that era, and George Lucas wanted to release an album of those songs and acquire the rights before the movie came out, and the movie company wouldn't do that. Then, of course, the movie comes out, it's a huge hit, and they had to pay literally an extra $1 million to get the rights to the song. So,
There you go.
Whoops. But that's now become a thing. You see so many, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sure.
And then I think the best example most recently is Kate Bush reemerging because of
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. So that'll
I'm off
happen.
board on Stranger Things. I watched the first season, and I couldn't take Winona Ryder chewing any more scenery. So,
She's distraught, the whole thing.
yeah, she's very distraught.
But now, did you by chance see the rerun of Saturday Night Live featuring the young woman who starred in the show Wednesday? God, is she great? Because in Wednesday, she's kind of got one particular attitude, but she's a terrific actress. In any event, I'm sorry, but we're completely off topic. Dad.
Yeah, no, I've always liked Big Daddy. There was a NFL player named Big Daddy Lipscomb.
Of course.
Gene Big Daddy Lipscomb. And then Dan Wilkinson went to Ohio State. He was a Bengal, I think. He was Big Daddy.
Yeah, I love Night Train Lane.
Night Train.
How can you get better than that?
That's a pretty good nickname.
There's still some pretty good ones out there right now. We had a big story yesterday about Mookie. Mm-hmm. We got 3 Mookies out there.
What's Mookie short for? I mean, what's that about?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Martin Anderson.
Okay.
Mookie Blaylock.
Right.
It's very specific.
Yesterday's Mookie story was really interesting, I thought. Particularly, I thought it would be something right up Josh's alley.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's he is the L.A. Dodger Mookie,
Right.
is not staying in the hotel. Was it Milwaukee?
Yep.
Correct.
And I think, what was the other one? Miami or something? No, somewhere.
Mookie Betts.
He won't stay in the hotel
The other one
with the
was in
team
St.
because he
Pete.
thinks it's haunted. Mm-hmm. So,
The Pfister Hotel, Pfister.
I don't care what you say. That's a bad haunting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rough
Yeah.
one.
The old,
that's more like an
Reminds me of the
alien,
entity.
alien probe.
the old Pfister.
And I think the aliens are smart enough to use a medical device. They don't go with the whole.
Right.
You can
I
imagine
got,
the alien fist might be potentially huge.
I got married at a hotel that was supposed to be haunted. Imagine that. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. There we go.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
No, 2. San Diego Hotel Del Coronados.
Now, do we go with the traditional numerals, or do you go with Roman numerals?
I get them updated football jerseys every year. Send them out to them. A 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, you jackass.
You got married in San Diego, huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And once upon a time, I was going to live out there until that got ruined by me from somebody else. Hey, what was I going to say?
I have a question for you.
It's easy to keep them on track because I only talked to one of them. So there you go.
I was talking to a guy from England over the weekend,
Poor guy.
Not bloody likely.
and this guy was listening to his favorite football club
Soccer.
in his earpiece. He was a really interesting guy. He listens to 4 or 5 hours a day of English sports talk radio.
Okay, this almost defines an uninteresting guy.
Oh, no, not at all. And fascinating guy. But
That's it. 4 to 5 hours of English sports.
and I asked him, is there a place you go locally
I know a place.
that for the English soccer club guys that all watch the games? And there is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I said to him, well, when you go, do you wear the jersey? And he kind of looked at me and he went, no, I'm too old to do that. This guy was probably 40-something.
Right.
I don't, is that isn't an American thing though, right? You'll wear a jersey. I'll wear a jersey to an NFL game.
I don't know if my impression is in the soccer world they wear scarves. They don't really wear jerseys to their get-togethers.
On Ted Lasso, they wear scarves a lot.
Yeah.
Interesting. I just thought it was just fast, and it was just to me it was so cool that we live in a world now where if you can listen to 5 hours of English sports talk radio on your headset. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like if that were an American, he went, I listen to 4 to 5 hours of football talk, you would go, well, what a loser.
Yes, you
Yeah.
would.
But
Absolutely.
because this guy's English,
Yes.
he's fascinating.
That's exactly what you would say.
You're exactly right.
Yeah. This guy's fascinating.
Because he's English.
No, I know people that do nothing but listen to sports talk also here in America.
Do you think people in England think we're fascinating when we go over there?
No.
We find us boorish
we
and
kind of
loud.
don't know. Yeah.
I think I've said this before. I think they think we're adorable and cute because
Really?
we do stuff that little babies do, and they're like, you're eating lunch next to a church that was built in 600. They don't really.
They definitely think we're loud. You're right, Pat. That's always been said.
And if you're in real estate over there, if you say, well, it's an older home, chick's right. Yeah, 1620.
Yeah, the hardware stores are way different over there than they are.
Yeah. But I just thought the interesting reason I told the story, I thought it was interesting that he would say that an adult of a certain age, you don't wear a jersey. Whereas in the States, I mean, come on.
Everybody wears them.
Everybody wears them.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we have a lot to get to in the world of sports. We have a legit story, speaking of the UK, and I guess it's called a gimp suit.
Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, the only one I know of course, is from Pulp Fiction.
Right.
What is it?
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, there's a picture of this guy. It's a long story. But
Well, hey, let's go rubber suit then.
So that comes from Pulp Fiction then. That was not called a gimp suit before Pulp Fiction.
That was my question.
Yeah.
It's in this news article. It is called a gimp suit. We have an interesting article.
Gimp was taking a nap, minding his own business.
About airline seats. This is Chick and I have a massive disagreement about this. I think it's horrible to put your seat back on an airplane and the
here's the
person
thing.
in front of you.
As is always in these arguments we get into, you've misunderstood me completely. I say if you're not supposed to put your seat back, don't make them capable of being put back.
You're not alone.
That's my argument. Now, I don't ever put my seat back. I'm just arguing for people who do want to put it back. Well, that's fine. Tough.
Well, if it bothers you, we have a story about that.
We have an interesting hack for the person that does that in front of you.
Well, you keep kicking the seat, right?
No, it's better than that. Wait till you hear this. This is a great idea.
If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, a gimp suit is a full rubber suit, like a bondage suit.
But it covers your
everything.
Face and your head.
Head to toe.
It's claustrophobic and weird.
He sleeps in a box because he likes it that way.
Well, we'll hear about the gimp.
Yeah.
We've got, speaking of costumes, we got a guy in a beer costume pulled over for a DUI. And just for you, Josh, there is a St. Louis, I know you're not a pot smoker, but there is a new St. Louis strain of cannabis.
Oh.
So the next time we go home, I'm sorry, we're going to have to ask you to bring some back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That might be crossing state lines. Right now, I want to talk about enjoying this show the best way I know. Having those earbuds in, those adjustable earbuds so you can knock out the inappropriate sounds from around you. Thank you, Raycon.
That's right. We're talking about Raycon earbuds. And, Raycon's mission to prove that you should not have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and all those essential smart tech listening features that we all love. With Raycon, you get a pair and a spare if you want. They're so affordable, and you still pay less than you would some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that in this economy, every purchase almost has to be perfect. Raycon has buy now, pay later options, an easy and free return guarantee, and they offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I haven't even told you about 8 hours of playback with Raycon's crystal clear call quality, criminy, and water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today, and on the already great price, get 15% off your Raycon order. That's right. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, a song from Mr. Pat Godwin. Also in the news, a legitimate news story about, well, I'll just put it this way. Is sniffing a porcupine's rear end a cure for the hiccups?
Don't do that. Now you've blown the whole story.
No, I haven't blown the whole story.
Yes, you have.
We don't know if it is a cure or not.
Okay. By the way, if you're aware of this, please email us with your experience of sniffing a porcupine's ass. That's
morning.
Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
First 15 minutes.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
When Charles was a young prince, he never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Prince Andrew had his orgies. He's wild, that brother Andy. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies and dressing up for ceremonies. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule cause he's got the family jewel. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. But all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. couldn't wait to get his hands on. Horny Chuck said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King Will.
I never forget one time we were doing a show. We were doing the Bob and Tom show. I was on it there on Carb Morning, and they were live in the infield. Townsend Bell, I had gotten Townsend Bell when he was still driving to be on the show. So at that morning, I was Tom, Christie, Townsend Bell. Pat McAfee was sitting here, then Bob, and Chick McGee. Okay. And so we're talking back and forth. And at one point, Tom looks at Townsend Bell and he goes, "So Townsend, who do you think is going to win the Indianapolis 500 this year?" And Townsend Bell looks right at Pat McAfee. He goes, "Pat, you're a professional athlete. Do you ever get used to the media asking you stupid questions?" Bob and Chick hit their feet. They were applauding, standing ovation. Oh my gosh! One of the biggest laughs. It was just phenomenal.
Or are you just happy to see me?
Let's just say my curly fries have gone home style.
The Pubidor is a simple three-step system. First, apply the Miracle Mix to desired region. Place those puny pubes in curlers, and then let the Pubidor leave you high and dry.
Wow, it looks like a bloomin' onion.
The Pubidor, now available at the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall. Warning, not intended for beards, backs, or buttocks. Ask for the Pubidor by name. Pubidor.
Oh, my God.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Jesus said, "Take this bread and eat it. It is my body." And the disciples said, "Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet." We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
This magician's on stage, and he invites this guy from the audience to give him a sledgehammer. The magician says, "I want you to hit me in the temple as hard as you can with a sledgehammer." Guy goes, "All right." So the magician lays his head down on this block of wood, and this guy hauls back. Bam! Pops this guy in the temple. 10 years later, the magician wakes up out of a coma in the hospital and goes, "Ta-da!"
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Chrissy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Got some great letters to get to this morning.
Oh, good.
We got one here from Jane. We've got one here from
Jane.
Starship.
You, Jane, we, Bob and Tom.
Come here, boy.
When's the last time they made a Tarzan movie?
What was it, about 8 years ago?
And
it was decent. I liked it.
Yeah,
Really?
with the guy from The Witcher. No,
One of the Skarsgård kids.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was Alexander Skarsgård.
You're right,
Yeah,
you're right.
it's good. Samuel L. Jackson, I think. Margot Robbie played Jane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did they have the chimp in it, Cheetah?
Boy, you know, I as much as I was entertained by that movie, I don't remember. But I just remember some of the action scenes being quite good.
Was there some controversy that Boy, they wanted to make it clear that he wasn't the spawn, if you will, of Tarzan and Jane because they weren't married.
Oh, really?
And he had to have a complex. I mean, the chimpanzee's got a name. He just gets called boy. Hey, come on.
Have you ever read any of the Edgar Rice Burroughs?
God, no.
Neither have I.
I imagine.
There are like 40 of them or something.
Yeah.
Is it like a white man's burden kind of theme? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would imagine.
I haven't really dived into
inappropriate. Okay, we have a number of things to get to. However, before we get to the new stuff, yesterday we were talking about Mookie Betts, and he's not staying with the Dodgers when they're in Milwaukee, and I forget, somewhere else in Florida. When the team travels, he won't stay in those hotels because he thinks they may be haunted. And I guess it's kind of a legendary hotel where they believe that the hotel is haunted. You stayed in a haunted hotel, right, Christy?
Well, a couple of them, but the Vinoy down in St. Petersburg is one that Mookie won't stay at as well. And I've been in that one a couple of times. They have a new part and an old part, and the new part, obviously...
Less haunted?
Less haunted, yes. Yes. The old part is very cool, though. I like old, creepy, scary hotels. Love them.
Were you aware that it might be haunted?
No, not at all. So I didn't hear or see anything. But there's one here. There's one in the Midwest that...
There's one in Michigan. I know Haywood likes to go there. He swears it's haunted.
Oh, really? I've stayed at a couple.
Hey, Ace, there's a hotel in Michigan. Did you hear about this?
Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
Okay.
It's such a...
But I was reminded, this is a very fine letter from, let's see. This is
it's a very fine letter.
William Lloyd. He writes,
Esquire.
He suggests that we play this. And as you know, the presidential campaigns have already started, which is fascinating. I'm not sure. Has Biden officially announced?
Yes, he has.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this has something to do with money and fundraising, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't care less. But this is the candidate who's the underdog that I'm rooting for president.
I'm Doug LaDouche, and I approve this ad. I'd like to talk to you about an important issue none of the other candidates seem to be willing to discuss. An issue that impacts tons of good, everyday citizens like you guys. I'm talking about ghosts. Did you know that most cities in America have, like, a whole bunch of ghosts? And almost all of them are here illegally. My opponents won't talk about it. Maybe because they're scared. And I get it. Ghosts can be very spooky. They float through walls and turn lights on and off and go, ooh, and stuff. That is why I, Doug LaDouche, are the person you should vote for. I'm not too afraid to talk about ghosts, and I'm not too afraid to get to the bottom of why they're haunting us and how we can get them to knock it off. And I vow to find answers to all the other great American mysteries, too, like the Loch Ness Monster and who really built the Grand Canyon. So, I'm not trying to threaten you or anything, but vote for me for president, or else, you know, more ghosts.
Paid for by the Doug LaDouche for President Committee. Ted Fiegelman, treasurer.
Oh, that Fiegelman.
Yeah.
That guy is amazing.
He's still free and walking around.
Yeah, well, there may have been.
No charges or anything.
He was working for some congressman from Queens.
The other morning you were talking about Tom, how you are able to sneak around in your home before getting ready before you come.
Yeah, I walk around like a cat burglar.
Yes,
I don't want to wake anybody up.
Yes. Well, someone emailed us saying, I heard Tom talking about sneaking around like a cat burglar. It sounds like in Tom's world, he's sneaking around like a cat burglar means he's wearing a one-man band with cowbells and walking into a bunch of wind chimes. Yep, that's him, all right.
Yeah.
I was sneaking around, and I don't know what the problem.
I mean, I have it down. I have it
down.
Before I go to bed, I line up deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, brush.
Oh, my God.
washcloth. I got everything ready.
I don't go that far.
Tell them what happened this morning. There's a new wrinkle.
Now, wait a minute. Before you do that, in your old house, you would make a smoothie every day. Do you still do that?
My old house was a ranch.
Wait a minute, hold it. You're in a new house? I hadn't heard anything about this.
I don't never. Yes, Christy, but my old house was a ranch, and the place where you made the smoothies was way far away from all the bedrooms.
So now you can't do that anymore?
I'd rather not.
It was a super ranch, Tom.
Whatever it was, I don't know. This morning, there's all the lights in the house are controlled by a computer.
Oh, nothing can go wrong there.
Well, something went wrong this morning. I had to shower in the dark.
You couldn't get the lights on?
No.
I love everything happening right now.
You don't just hit a button and the lights come on?
Yeah, but that didn't work.
Have you
so
ever...
then you have to go to this app, then you've got to go online.
Have you ever said to yourself, when something like this happens, I know you haven't, I'm just going to ask, you say, boy, I wonder what I did wrong now. You never say that, do you?
What is it, Ace?
Are you saying there's no light switches in your house?
There's about a handful. Most of them, there are these panels with all these buttons on them.
Oh.
Well, that was a great idea for Luddite You. What the hell?
Do you know if they can be voice activated?
As far as I know, they can't.
Lights on.
Oh, my gosh.
That'd wake everybody up.
Well,
it's a long story. So I don't know, but there's the showering in the dark wasn't that big of a deal. But
well, you know where everything is.
Yeah,
sure. You reach down there, get that.
Sure, you just have to.
I know where my Ivory soap is, and my Johnson's baby shampoo, and I got a.
Do you shampoo down there and body wash down there? Do you have a soap? Oh, you have Ivory soap.
Ivory soap in the bar, please. Then I have
You don't put shampoo down there?
No, I use.
Fluff it up. You do?
Yeah, sure. I shampoo down there every now and then.
How much you got going on?
Do you cream rinse down there?
Every now and then I'll hit it with the conditioner.
Do you have to
comb
use
it
a
out?
comb? Yeah.
I don't have to comb it out. I let it run free.
Ah.
I do have my lotion that turns into a powder. My Fresh Balls. That's very
aptly
nice.
named.
Yes, they're very fresh.
No, I don't know.
Would you like to come smell them?
So I went on the master computer thing, and and then it wouldn't go. So something's wrong.
And I'd give anything as he's pulling out of the driveway. All the lights come on, all the TVs come on at full volume.
I could turn all the lights on right now from here.
Oh my God!
Why didn't you do that this morning?
I tried, but that's the one. The one in the shower is the only one that won't go.
That's the only one that won't go on.
Could have gone to your car.
Now, I'm going to ask you, much like I asked you when you said you have to pull over to change radio stations in my car.
Right.
Yeah. And I said, do you think the manufacturer made the car this way or you're doing something wrong? And you, of course, respond with, well, the manufacturer did it this way. I'm not doing anything.
Well, no.
So do you think that
the radio in my car, not in the Suburban and the other one, has been rated... If you read a review of that vehicle, it will say this is the worst radio in any SUV.
That just means you can't run it.
I admire it. I do. Because I'm learning in therapy that I, for most of my life, have assumed that when something goes wrong, it is my fault. Like I attain...
Well, but sometimes
and retain this unnecessary guilt.
Isn't sometimes it is?
Yes, but not... But I go the opposite way that Tom does. But to hear somebody... be so certain that it's not their fault.
So confident.
It's
mystifying.
It's refreshing. And
you have to go. There's a screen. You have to press home.
Yeah.
That usually takes about 5 seconds.
Right.
Then you have to press source. Then you have to press favorites. Then you have to scan to get to another.
Yeah, mine's my air condining and heat is similar.
Yeah,
you have to hit like 5 things to be able to.
But when you're driving, it pulls your eyes away from the road.
Oh, we're talking about your radio here. Okay,
car.
yeah, I see.
But the light, there's these automatic lights are a giant pain in the ass. I mean, I sat there naked.
There's my heating and air conditioning. I can turn it on.
Yeah, I can too. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
The problem is when these things go wrong.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't. So there's no backup. There's no switch.
My contention is it's going to go wrong more often because operator error is what my contention is.
There's no operator. I was sleeping. I got up.
What do you think the odds are that every light in the house came on except the one in the shower where you were? Now, you think that's just an odd coincidence or you hit a wrong button?
No, I hit the right button. The button's right there next to the shower.
You just said there weren't any light switches.
They're not switches. It's a panel. With
I'm going to strangle him. Today I'm going to strangle him.
And in any event, I'll call the guy and fix it.
How many times have you called him so far since?
7.
He sleeps in the house.
Undoubtedly, he's hanged himself.
What number is it? Is it Tom? All right, put the gun down. Dear people, I'm from Northeast Ohio. My name is Jim.
Hi, Jim.
How are
My
you?
friends call me Jim.
Hi, Jim.
When talking about the upcoming election just now and how the campaigns have already started, I heard Tom say in the same breath, these elections are fascinating. And then 2 seconds later, I couldn't care less.
I was setting up a bit. See, the way that works is you get people interested, and then you point out that the boredom level of the current campaign. So I acknowledge how much I don't care. I just wanted an excuse to play something about ghosts because we were talking about ghosts.
Does your the person that lives with you, the adult, does she have any trouble with the lights and anything like that going on in the house? Oh, yeah. Okay.
They can be very buggy, if you will.
That's why I'm kind of a Luddite.
Me too, Josh. I'm with you.
That's right.
I don't care. Flip a switch. Light comes on.
That's what I voted for.
You know what else? Get rid of these cars.
Light a candle.
You know,
horses.
I don't want to point anything out, but didn't you pay for the house? Shouldn't you get to pick?
Hey, shut up.
All right.
We have a couple of nice pieces for moms because Mother's Day is just around the corner.
Oh, you mothers.
We'll be getting to those coming up. And also, we have a fascinating story about sea lions this morning.
Oh, those are very cute, aren't they? Aren't they funny?
They're very cute.
They're being trained by the Navy. Wait till you hear what they're doing.
They hold hands, don't they, when they float? Or
those are otters.
Those are otters.
Yeah.
I think sea lions do it, too.
Sea lions don't have hands.
I'm pretty sure they do.
They have flippers.
No, there
are hands in those flippers.
They can. They have little fingers.
It's like when you put your hand in an oven mitt.
They have
exactly
an opposable fin. Do they?
Right.
Thank you very much.
They can operate a gun.
They have a gigantic sex organs.
This is kind of a sports thing, but I know Pat was telling me he's got a song related to this. The Westminster Dog Show. Did you see that beautiful little doggy that won?
Yeah, chick has this.
Too shaggy.
Too shaggy.
You know they get all the like Maddie and
use a brush.
Looked like a little Benji dog.
No, it looked to me like it was trying too hard to be cute.
We have the story.
His name's Buddy Holly.
Just wants to live the life of a normal dog.
Yeah, the last thing it wants to do is go in a bunch of people and be scared. And
this is as bad as those like 3-year-old fashion shows.
Oh my gosh!
No, that's nothing is that bad. These are dogs.
He was in New York City all day yesterday getting the royal treatment. Oh yeah.
There was some comedy show I forget the name of it. They had a little Mr. Buff competition.
like strong men, but they're little kids.
5 and 6 year olds making muscles and stuff.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah.
The dog show. Do you have the copy over there?
Oh, I thought you were going to go ahead and run with it. I didn't know that.
Why don't we come back with it? Because I know you have a nice long song for us, Pat.
Buddy Holly won Best of Show, and Pat will have a song when we come back.
All right.
Let's see what came in second.
What?
Yeah, the Pekingese.
That is one ugly.
You don't like Pekingeses.
Who came in second?
Boy, the French Bulldog, the crowd loved the Bulldog. Man, they went nuts when they announced
Well,
his
it's the
name.
#1 breed, and he finished second last year, so I think everybody thought he was going to win this year.
Well, they told him he was going to win.
People paid
And now
to watch
he's all
that
bummed out.
Certain veterinary society.
People got up that morning, made arrangements for babysitters.
Traveled there. There were some who traveled there.
Yeah, absolutely. Paid a toll to get in. Yeah.
Big
Several veterinarians have said it's unethical to breed them. That's a fun thing. And there you go.
This is a blight on our society.
We'll come back with a song about dogs. And once again, a cannabis strain just dedicated to St. Louis. This is so exciting, Josh. I know you're not a cannabis. Are any of your brothers into the legal weed?
I don't know if
not yet that I know of.
They want to announce it publicly. How about that?
Yeah, but he's got 3 brothers, so if he says yes, just one of them, then they're all in the clear.
I don't think so.
Have wives.
That's perfectly logical, wouldn't you say so, Josh?
Hey, isn't this a special day for HelloFresh?
Yes,
Isn't
it
that
is.
right?
That's right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the tastes of spring. HelloFresh. What am I talking about? Well, chef-crafted recipes, and they've got a bunch of seasonal ingredients because that's what freshness means. And HelloFresh has a great new offer for you: 16 free meals as part of a special program at HelloFresh.com.
Well, what I meant was
/BT Show 16.
Jess Hooker's coming in to cook a HelloFresh meal for us this morning.
That is correct. HelloFresh, no, how does it work? Well, they do the shopping. That's convenient. They do the measuring. That's extra convenient. And it's going to be cheaper than takeout. But you're getting restaurant quality food. You put it together. Every week you have 40 options to choose from. So say you decide, okay, Thursday night's going to be HelloFresh night. You get together with your sweetie and you throw together some great food. And like I said before, it's an array of options. You over here, you could have whatever, pescatarian or vegetarian. You could have low-cal, low-carb. You could have good old-fashioned comfort food, fit and wholesome, family-friendly. You name it, HelloFresh has it. And here's something really cool. If you're like me and you love Asian food, how about Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month? It's happening right now. HelloFresh has gone out of their way to talk to Chef Serbi Sani and get some great recipes. He's from New York City's famous Tagmo restaurant. HelloFresh, check Eat Well and save money off your to-do list with HelloFresh. Once again, 16 free meals, free shipping. The code is BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up on today's show, we are going to be doing a HelloFresh cook-a-thon, if you will, with Jess. The code is BTShow16, HelloFresh.com/BTShow16.
And we had the NBA playoffs last night. We had the NHL playoffs last night. But the first thing we'll mention in sports is the dog winning Westminster Dog Show. Coming back with that.
All right.
Well, that's because Pat's got a song about the dog show. Do you have a song about the NBA playoffs?
No.
You know, they don't end until,
once again,
when do they end? October?
When one of you calls me the sports director, I'm going to point you to this show, okay?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name, and there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy,
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. This weekend, Tom and I did something, and she would tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's not. It's
totally
Tom.
not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about Boss Tom?
I like that.
Taking it off here, Boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom, or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day, like on a Saturday. You probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
The people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and you're when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry. That's a really creepy
that was like a lizard
what was that? I missed
snake.
It.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting with my back to them.
You're sipping some annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away.
And then he goes with his tongue, implying
that creepy pink thing come out of his face.
when she was last seen during a trip with classmates to Aruba Van der Sloot is currently serving a 28-year sentence in Peru for the murder of a young Peruvian woman. And Google has disclosed plans to infuse its dominant search engine with more advanced artificial intelligence technology. The effort is in response to one of the biggest threats to its long-established position as the Internet's main gateway. The gradual shift in how Google's search engine runs is rolling out 3 months after Microsoft's Bing search engine started to tap into technology similar to that which powers the artificially intelligent chat box ChatGPT. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My boyfriend has gotten really close with some of my friends, which I really thought was nice. But then last time we got into a fight, he was confiding in one of my friends about what happened. Shouldn't he be calling his own friends? And shouldn't my friends be on my side and stay loyal to me?
Do him a favor and break up with him. You sound like a lot of work.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is this is Bob.
Yeah, perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. The badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
So, Moody, is your apartment, is it tidy?
It is tidy. It's small. It's tidy. It's a basement.
Oh,
even better.
I thought
looks like we made it.
And I thought I knew the ceilings are low. I thought I had 7-foot ceilings until my 6'6" buddy came over and had about an inch of clearance.
Your ceilings are that low?
They're low.
You can't even get happy in your house.
I think my apartment's illegal, to tell you the truth. It's a basement with only one exit. And the exit is blocked by my meth lab. So I think the whole thing is illegal.
I could never stay there.
Beautiful neighborhood, though. I live in a great neighborhood. It's in New York City, Astoria, Queens. It's very peaceful. My neighborhood is so quiet. If there's any yelling at night, that means Ecuador scored a goal. I love it. It's a little rowdy. The World Cup's a little rowdy. Other than that,
I'll bet.
You got to come over during World Cup time.
Comedian Tim Allen has joined us.
Fresh from Carb Day. We're driving out there and a chick, he goes, yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. And I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offering the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got to the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is
Can we get you to do that here in another minute? Your Yul Brynner impersonation?
Etc., etc., etc.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
He was apparently a major prick.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. And Frank Langella corroborated that. Yeah. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Thank you, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
A lot going on here. First things first.
A lot going on in sports, too.
Well, this is kind of sporting.
Going on in news?
The Westminster Dog Show wrapped up on Tuesday evening.
Yeah. You got Steph Curry and LeBron James going at it in the playoffs.
Sure.
But they're not good doggies. We want a little good puppy. Come here, doggy. Here, boy.
No.
Sit.
It's because that's what Tom is interested in.
Oh, I think I'd much rather watch the dog show.
I
The
know.
point is, this exotic breed won the dog show. I put a pronouncer there for you, Chick. You want to give it a shot?
Oh, I know. This is just.
Buddy Holly's the dog's name, and he won Westminster, a breed known as a Petite Basset Griffon Vendine, or PBGV is what they call the dogs.
PBGV. So it's like the old great nightclub CBGBs, but it's
PBGV?
PBGV.
He won Best in Show Tuesday night during the 147th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show in New York City. Their name means low-lying, wire-haired dog from Vendée region and is pronounced Petit Basset Griffon Vendéen, or PBGV for short.
Looks like a Benji dog.
It looks way more like the Shaggy dog than it does the Benji.
But it's small. The Shaggy
Like
dog's a lot
small
bigger.
sheepdog.
His handler said he just screams PBGV. They're just very independent, very charming, and silly. Their goal is to make you laugh every day.
And you have to cut the half a dump out of the fur.
Oh, you got to do that with golden retrievers, too. Don't worry.
No, you don't.
Not golden. Well,
now the weird looking dog is the second place. A dog named Rummy, the Pekingese. That looks like a ball of lint with legs, and someone smashed its face in with a tennis racket.
Let me see what those look like.
That is one ugly dog.
Rummy, the Pekingese, is just a drunk.
Really?
Oh, that dog, Rummy, always drunk.
But
Well, they blow
Buddy
them out
Holly,
so that they're real fluffy for the shows.
Buddy Holly,
they're silly.
Interestingly enough, Buddy Holly refuses to fly.
Oh.
Pat, you have a song about the dog?
Chick threw me a bone on this one. This was his idea. All my love, all of my grooming, I treat you like you. Let me start that over again. All my love, all of my grooming, I treat you like you are a human good boy.
Good boy.
When you're with me, good boy. The judges see that you are pedigree. Other handlers, they be hating, but you're number one, there's no debating. Good boy, PBGV, good boy. The judges see that you are pedigree. Buddy Holly.
All right.
Woo! Yeah, I think they should, to take some of the stuffiness out of this, they should have a mutt competition as part of it.
Well, they would call it mixed breed, probably.
Should be,
Yeah.
I mean, like, make it a little bit less stuffy, that's all. And
I don't think they want to.
I say ban it.
I think they
Hey.
like.
What?
Instead of having a show, take all these dogs to Central Park and let them run around. That's what they want.
And see which come back, and that's the winner.
Well, looks like a taxi hit the dachshund, sadly.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
In any event, congratulations to BBGV owners everywhere. I think it's like the 154th most popular dog in America.
Very rare.
Yeah,
Rabbit hunters.
Yeah,
So your point is more popular dogs should win the dog show.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see a golden retriever win or Bernese Mountain Dog, something fun. Now, before we get to sports, I've got a letter here. This comes to us from Jane. Jane writes, I just saw a commercial for a gutter protector, and all I could think about was tadpoles in my gutter.
Yeah.
Josh, do you want to explain what Jane's talking about?
Sure. I was cleaning my gutters one time, and I saw these little swimming critters, and I went, what the hell is that? What are these, tadpoles or some sort of like salamander eggs or something? Or, minnows? I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Now, how would tadpoles get up on your roof?
Birds, maybe, yeah.
You all know the phenomenon of frogs being sucked up into storm systems, then later it rains. That happens with small fish as well.
Sure.
So I figured, hey, a frog egg or larva.
And we had several windbags weigh in on this.
Yeah, people who know much more about it.
Yeah, and here's what they said.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Josh, I think they could be mosquito larvae.
Just to let you know that those things that you were seeing in your gutter really aren't fish at all. They're probably mosquito larvae. You're welcome.
Those were not salamanders. They were mosquito larvae. Bye.
Hey, Josh. The things in your gutters were mosquito larvae and pupa. The ones that look like little commas were the pupa, and the ones that look like exclamation points wiggling side to side were the larvae.
My gosh, Josh. Those are larvae swimming in your gutter. Not baby fish, not tadpoles, but mosquito larvae. My gosh, Josh. Read a book. Google sometime.
Hey, Josh, they're mosquito larvae, you tool.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Yeah.
Gets kind of hostile there at the end.
That's all right. They look like little...
Am I right to assume that 3 of those callers were doing their best Tom Griswold impersonation?
There were, yeah,
so.
it seemed to be.
Josh. I did not know that mosquito larva thing either, Josh. So
Yeah, no, they look like little fish, but that's just, yeah.
Would have been cool if they were tadpoles.
That would have been something.
I cleaned out my gutter. I had the one section of gutters that always gets full with this dumb tree. And so I'm up on this little baby ladder. It's not like an extension ladder. It's like a step ladder. So I'm up there and I'm reaching, and this smelled really bad.
Sure.
It was awful. But I was telling a friend of mine, I was up on there cleaning the gutters out. And you can't do that. I go, well, yeah, I up there. You go, no, you have to send a text next time. A ladder text. Tell me you're getting up on the ladder, and then if I don't hear from you for 2 or 3 hours, I'll know that something's happened.
You need to hire out.
It's not a bad idea.
That's not. Is it not a bad idea?
It's a better idea to hire out someone that knows what they're doing. Maybe get some caps on your gutters.
That gutter he's talking about is not too high.
It's not. It's 8 feet, maybe.
Yeah, it's enough to break your neck. Let's. What we got sports coming up. Like it's about time. What do you got?
Time for it now. We'll be right back with more sports.
Okay, we got AI once again in the news, or as I like to say, A period, I period. We've got mosquitoes in the news today.
Oh,
sea lions, airplane seats, and a guy in a gimp suit.
I see lions.
And another song coming up from Pat Godwin. Thank you, Pat. I enjoyed your Buddy Holly tribute.
Well, thank you.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show.
From what we understand, the art of the vajazzling begins with a waxing. Is that correct?
Yes.
How much preparation have we had so far? Has the
Well, she's gotten a Brazilian.
Oh, she's done that already.
We didn't do that here.
Okay,
Prove
good.
it.
No, we didn't do that. Prove it. Marianne.
the epilation has already taken place?
Yes.
And when was that done?
Yesterday. You can go as low as you want to go.
Or as high as you want to, right?
For today's purposes, we're going a little bit above the penny line.
And presumably there's some kind of glue used?
Yeah, we're using eyelash glue today.
Really?
Okay. Do you mind? Should I go in there so I can see this?
I think you should.
Yeah, get right down. Eyeball
Good
that
luck.
thing,
Do you
Tom.
mind, Hillary? Would you mind if I
go in there?
No, of course not.
You don't mind if I come in? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we need you.
Yeah,
Better than you pressing your face up against the window.
Licking the window.
Tom is heading in. The ladies from the Naked Monkey are about to.
He's going to pet the monkey.
What design are we doing?
So she's pretty fast with this stuff.
Yeah, she's very good.
So have you noticed an upsurge in popularity and having
Since
this
Jennifer
done?
Love Hewitt?
Well, actually, just since you guys started talking about it.
Nice. Okay.
The T in Tom is not cooperating.
Well, of course.
What a surprise.
Hey. That's right. Oh, my gosh.
Guys, do you think it's a good idea?
Well, I need to see the finished product. But
I think.
Panthers still have that 3-1 game edge in that series, and Edmonton 4, Vegas 1 last night. That evens that series at 2 games apiece. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most talked about show on television, The Bachelorette, where 25 eligible bachelors try to win the hand of one single woman. And now, Bob and Tom Television brings you a new twist on this hit show.
She's 30 and single. She's...
What the hell do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Meet Linda Jackson. Now, here come the fellas. Say hello to Todd Williams.
Hi, Linda. I'm really pleased to...
Yeah. Next.
And here's our next eligible guy. Say hello to...
Hold it. Are you really going to say each time, say hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever? Jesus.
Okay. Here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you.
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
Well, I own my own consulting business and...
consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh. What a bitch.
She's the Bachelorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah. Did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow. Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the Bachelorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Well, first of all, our guest in the studio, comedian Evan Davis. You live in L.A., so you got to have a car.
You got to have something big. I don't think that's right, man. Housewives driving expeditions. I don't think you should be able to. You should be allowed to drive something that big unless you're really going on an expedition. Like if you're picking up See's candy in a shower curtain, that's not an expedition. No, that's an errand. Yeah, you should have to take the Ford back in a second. I think they should have eye tests at the optometrist for like drivers. Like instead of reading letters off a card, they should have you cover one eye. It's like, is that a roof rack or a cop car?
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey, everybody. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Willie G should be back from Los Angeles tomorrow morning. We should be able to check in with him, see what's going on. He had a gig last night in L.A.
On a Friday? Just come back on Monday. What the hell? This is staying. We'll go to Vegas, man.
It's probably time to start our sports broadcast with the famous sports broadcaster Chick.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure. What do you got over there?
Steph Curry, 27 points, 8 assists. Andrew Wiggins, Mrs. Wiegand, 25 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, and the defending champ Golden State Warriors, the Dubs, fight off elimination, beat the Lakers 121-106 last night in Game 5 in San Francisco. The Western Conference semis, LeBron had 25 and 9 rebounds for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, 23 points and 9 rebounds. However, AD went to the locker room after getting hit in the head by Kevon Looney. He's crazy. Oi, did I hit you in the head? I'm sorry. Yeah, Lakers center Anthony Davis hurt his head. Appeared to be an accidental.
My head.
Golden State's Kevon Looney. Davis grabbed his head, grimaced on the bench, and then was taken to the locker room in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Anyone comes into the lane, they must go down. They must go down hard.
What's this?
I don't know.
Dolph
Lundgren.
Do they have like a gigantic wheelchair?
They have a wheelchair. They have extra wide wheelchairs.
Do they have higher ones?
They must have, or his knees are in his chin.
Yeah.
Or you get custom made, I guess.
Sure.
That'd be
big and tall wheelchairs.
Sure.
You know that there's a store.
It's a store, yeah.
Big and tall medical supplies.
Sure,
yeah. They got extra long crutches.
Sure.
Whatever happened to crutches? They don't have. They have the walking boot. Did that, like the guy who bought Futures and crutches? Was he?
And the one-legged scooter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't need crutches in.
They need to motorize those.
The one-legged
No,
scooter?
they don't.
Yeah.
I think the idea is
It's hard enough to negotiate.
Then you've got to, you're going to get that left leg working.
Oh, I guess the one of us who used it most recently
Me.
is you.
Yeah.
Remember, she went to Italy, a beautiful country, and broke her ankle.
I couldn't use it. I was dangerous. I was going to break the other leg.
Okay, good. I mean,
I have more walking boots than I have heels.
Is that right?
Yes.
Sell them.
do you have a left and a right?
They're you can use them on either.
I bet you could. I bet you could. I bet you could auction off a walking.
No, I'm going to need it again. I know
sell
it.
them. Crippled people are suckers, man. You can really make money off them.
Oh, jeez.
Crippled people.
Do you suppose someone has a fetish that they have to have during intimate moments? Someone has to be wearing.
We know there is.
There
a
is that.
Absolutely.
They have fake casts.
Talked about it.
Tom,
Yes.
if you could put the words together, there's a fetish.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a bummer.
That's yikes.
Yeah.
There are some people.
I'm not judging. I don't mean to judge.
Sign it when you're
Just
done.
not your thing.
Yeah, not for me.
There's a psychological problem where people don't feel correct or comfortable having all their limbs, so they tie one up.
Never
Right.
mind. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I brought it up. I just was envisioning two of those boots in the air.
Do they
You
still
take them off at night.
do they still body cast people? Remember, like in the old movies or old cartoons?
Oh, my
like
middle
a full body, and they'd have their arms or legs in a sling.
My middle school boyfriend fell out of a tree the summer before 8th grade and was in a full body cast
Now,
like
wait a
that.
minute.
It was,
Did he fall or was he pushed?
He fell.
Oh, as far as you know, he fell.
It was horrible. I felt so bad for him.
You broke up with him immediately, didn't you? I can't
Of
take care
course not.
of
I
you.
went over there almost every day.
Did he give him an under the couch?
Yeah, let's just move forward here.
Yeah, was that covered?
Was his wiener
No,
covered?
it
Pat wants to
wasn't.
know?
He had to go to the restroom for goodness
Oh, right.
sake.
Did you help him with that, Eamon?
No, I was in middle
was it
school.
Stiff plaster the whole.
Yes.
Oh.
This
And
is
there's no way they still do stuff like that. I mean,
there's no way.
there must be procedures that require it, but man,
Broke my foot when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade playing high waters, low waters. You ever
Oh,
do
I
that?
remember that.
They raise the rope and you jump over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I jumped over it and landed wrong. And
Ugh.
of course, I weighed 230 when I was in 2nd grade, something like that, 250.
Oh, you did not.
And yeah, they had to put the cast on. That's the last time I had a cast, I think. And yeah, they don't have the plaster anymore, do they?
No, they use like a tape.
Yeah.
You can still sign them, and by the way, you get to pick your color.
Yeah, you get to pick the color of the tape.
It's like buying a car.
that's pretty rad.
I'd like the English Racing
Yes.
Green, please.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, remember mine? Yeah, I had black because it goes with everything.
No, if you're injured,
No one cares.
Oh, that's right.
What else is happening in sports?
That's a great question. Oh, it's me. Sorry. Jalen Brunson had 38, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, played all 48 minutes, Tom.
I saw the headline, Then Came Brunson.
He was tired.
Man.
If you got that,
you listen to the show. That's the only way.
Yeah.
You're a loyal listener to the show.
One of your favorite shows is Then Came Bronson.
When I was a kid, sure. You almost loved that show.
Ergo, it was everybody's.
Quentin Tarantino was a big fan of that show.
That's how he got
Michael Parsons, several of his movies. Did you ever see Then Came Bronson, Christy?
Yeah, I think I did, actually.
Taking a trip?
What's that?
Taking a trip.
Yeah.
Where to?
Oh, I don't know. Wherever I end up, I guess.
Well, I wish I was you.
Really?
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
Well, hang in there.
That's kind of riveting dialogue.
Homeless guy on a motorcycle.
See, Bronson's on his Harley, and he pulls up next to this guy.
He doesn't sound like a bad guy.
No, he's a journalist, and his buddies. It's a long story.
I don't think is that a backstory?
That's what they teach you in screenwriting class. Number 1, the first day is you have a character ask a question, and then the other person go, "What's that?" So that the first person has to repeat his question.
Right.
That is good.
That's just helping the audience.
See,
taking a trip.
Bronson was a journalist, I think, and his buddy killed himself, and he had to.
I don't think that
got his motorcycle
I don't think
and
they
took
would have had a
off.
suicide in
Oh yeah, they did. And then
TV show
but
in the 60s.
Mad Magazine had the great parody. Then Came Bombstone, which they had that same dialogue, and the guy goes, "Taking a trip," and Bombstone goes, "No, this is a regular cigarette I'm smoking." God, that cracked me up when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, Brunson, Then Came Brunson?
Jalen Brunson, the star of the game last night. Knicks fight off elimination. They beat the Heat 112-103 last night. Game 5 at the Garden. And West Virginia basketball coach Bob Huggins has been suspended for 3 games and taken $1 million a year pay cut.
Hello.
After he used a homophobic slur during a wacky radio show. The agreement allows Huggins to keep his job as the school's basketball coach, but the mistake will leave a lasting mark on his Hall of Fame career. Huggins was, let's not get into what he said, but I don't think we've heard the last of this. That might not have been a strict enough penalty for $1
million.
$1 million pay cut.
Seems pretty strict to me.
And 3 games suspended. So we will see where that one goes. NHL. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. The NHL last night. Toronto beat Florida 2-1. So the Maple Leafs won a game.
Yeah,
so that's exciting. So Florida still leads that one 3 games to 1. And this one's tied at 2 games apiece. Edmonton, the O'Briens, beat Vegas 4-1. And that's what happened last night in the National Hockey League. The St. Louis Blues are still out of the playoffs.
Tea time is in half an hour.
Coming up, we have a big story out of St. Louis. Very exciting. And Josh, of course.
The Gateway City?
Yeah. Well, this is about a gateway drug. Thank you, Christy.
The only city with a handle.
Yeah, coming up, St. Louis has its own cannabis strain. We'll find out about that. Also, the world's most expensive license plate. Yikes.
St. Lunatics!
And a bizarre story about the koalas out there. That's all coming right now. I know that Josh has been working hard. We were talking about Chick McGee getting up there cleaning his gutters.
That's right.
You need to hire out. If you want to hire someone to clean your gutters, I'll tell you who you call. You go to Angie, A-N-G-I, formerly Angie's List. Josh, I know you've been doing some stuff. Tell me more.
Yes, Angie doesn't just get your home projects done. Angie gets them done well, and that's the key, isn't it? Angie, your personal home expert. Angie served 150 million consumers to date. I'm one of them. With over 220,000 pros in their network, I am not one of the pros, hence why I went to Angie. I love Angie. Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure that job done well. Angie's made it easy. You go onto the app or the website, just a few taps, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish, or you can research and connect with local pros for your specific project, something I'm currently doing. I need to get some siding work done. I have no idea where to start. Well, actually, I do. Angie.com. That's right. I'll find the pros that will help me Get my house back to tip-top shape. Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. That's one of the big things for me. I know it is for all of you as well. You want to know what it's going to cost up front. You don't want any surprises or sticker shock when they hand you that final invoice. No! Angie has projects priced up front. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. Angie, my go-to for all kinds of projects, whether it be a small repair or a major remodel, they have hundreds of pros, well, actually hundreds of thousands, that will take care of you. Angie, my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download that free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you, Josh. We've got some cool stuff, by the way, posted on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. Some cool interviews, et cetera, et cetera. Great chat we had with Peter Frampton. Got some cool stuff with some race car drivers. If you get a free moment, check it out. And don't forget to grab the Bob and Tom app. It's free. And check out, by the way, the Bob and Tom VIP. You could become a VIP. Oh, it stands for something? Sorry. That's why you put the periods in, you see.
Yeah.
Like AI should have the period, you see. When we have AI news coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 20.
One of my favorite things you've ever discussed in the show, and if you wouldn't mind maybe doing a little bit of this for me, you have talked about marriage on this show to the point that we actually get requests all the time.
Well, good.
For people to hear your little discussion about this, which is brilliant. And I don't want to give away any of it, but would you mind relating a little bit of, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I was married for 3 years, and which is not a long time, you know. We were supposed to be together until one of us died.
True.
I never even had a fever.
Yeah.
My friends were shocked I got divorced. You're getting divorced? That's weird. You seem so happy at the wedding. The wedding? Yeah, that's not part of the marriage. No. It's like telling a shark attack victim, gee, you seemed okay on the beach. And to speak to Christy's point, you know, my wife felt I was too down, I was too negative. Oh, this divorce should help. Yeah, there you go. She said I had changed. You know, you didn't used to be like this. If I'd known I'm going to be like this, I never would have gone to bed with you. Hey, guess why I didn't tell you? Yeah, okay. And of course, you know, marriage is hard. We all know it. The proof here in the room, the success and.
Hey.
Einstein.
Gotcha.
Marriage is so hard. Einstein got divorced.
Albert Einstein's unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah, Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein? And there you have it.
Yeah.
Nick Griffin, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking with comedians Mark Klein and Nick Griffin. Nick, anything new in your life?
Well, no. I mean, I'm just out there, you know, trying to make it work. I think you got to try to enjoy yourself. Obviously, you know, I'm a positive guy, very optimistic. I've noticed that. That's what I like about you. Yes, I feel
Is this
like,
your New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I feel like, you know.
2010's your year.
No, I need to be more realistic, and I feel like, you know, you got to enjoy yourself in the moment because, you know, in an hour, a day, a week, it's, you know, it's all going to suck again. Because that's life, right? Good, sucky, 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 sucky. You say that in Japan, you're going to have a great time. It's true. It's just hard adjusting to the sucky part of life because when you first get to Earth, everything's sweet. You know, when you're a baby, everyone's kissing your ass, hugging you, feeding you, and then boom, acne, erections, calculus.
Do you know any pig Latin? You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman. At ye ime ad day. Oh, nay. Umbe. Oh, nay. Umbe. Old reruns of Hogan's Heroes. Ink clay. Oh, yay, idiot, yay. Oh, yay, ice ray. General J. Orculter Bay. And, of course, the classics of Shakespeare. Ute eBay. Oye, atne, ute eBay. At they, is ye, aye, eschenque. Other way, there's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Pig Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Just as we went on the air, he put his guitar back.
I was tuning.
You were tuning?
Yeah.
How many times a morning do you tune?
About 23.
No kidding. All right. Okay.
Usually it's just tuned for Tuesday.
That's not bad.
Is that right?
No, I just stupid.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Now, we've already covered the dog show, which was fun.
Which was 2 days ago.
But, well, I mean, yesterday, the little doggy that won, named Buddy Holly, took his victory lap in Central Park.
Oh, yeah.
On all the TV shows. Our show today is going to feature, among other things, koalas, sea lions, dolphins, a guy in a beer costume, a guy in a gimp suit, and more sports.
All things I want to pet.
Yeah.
Oh.
The gimp suit story is really weird. But let's get back to the sporting page. What have you got over there?
Let's see. I guess this is a world record. It's
Stupid world record.
It's speaking in ESTs here. The most expensivest. Dubai driver drops nearly $15 million on the most expensive license plate ever.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. According to Guinness, the plate number P-7.
A Dubai driver? I got $1,000 as the guy.
It was bought for $14.97 million during an auction in Dubai, making it the most expensive car registration in the world. Multiple license plates auctioned off for charity, with other plates selling between $38,000 and $800,000.
Wow. What does this one say?
I don't get it. Capital P.
U.
No, it says capital P, hymen.
H-U-C.
Oh, I'm sorry. P. It's hyphen. I'm sorry. 7.
P7.
P7.
Be really funny if you put it on just a beat-up old Pinto. Some really crappy car.
Man, how do you keep those from getting stolen? It's real easy to remove a license
There's a
plate.
state here, like Connecticut or somewhere over on the eastern coast.
Isn't it Delaware?
It's Delaware.
Where they go for tens of thousands,
And
not for millions.
You get that number, you stay with that number.
But the license plate started with 1 or something. They're all numbers sequentially. It's crazy. Yeah.
They only have 10 people that live there. It's Delaware.
I don't think that's right.
What's a Delaware, boy?
I don't know.
It'd be really funny if
Alaska.
If the most expensive plate had some typical reference to genitalia in some way.
Sure.
I saw one yesterday that was kind of funny.
What did it say?
It was on a Dodge Charger, and it said, ID, the number 8, mom.
I date mom?
I date moms.
Oh, moms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. That's,
Yeah, if I date mom, that would be
I
weird.
date mom. They probably won't give you that one.
I'm her favorite kid. I date mom.
Yeah,
I date
his
moms.
brother
I think
has
that'd be like an El
I
Camino or
puss.
something.
Okay.
I was behind someone yesterday. I had the license plate Snark.
Really?
SNARK. I thought to myself, hey, there's Snark.
Hey, there goes Snark.
Hey, Snark.
Snarky.
He did not reply.
Okay.
Well, if he did, it would have been.
I went to the BMV. It took me 10 minutes on Saturday.
See?
There you go.
It was wonderful. Wonderful experience.
Good to be Chick McGee.
Well, I didn't think they... Legendary Auburn running back Bo Jackson is undergoing a procedure to stop chronic hiccups.
Oh, man.
He's been going through this for almost a year.
Ooh.
During an appearance, Jackson said, I've had the hiccups since last July.
Is it a diaphragm surgery
He's
or a
60
throat
years
surgery?
old. He added traditional hiccup cures have failed him.
Like being scared or...
I've done everything. Scared me, hung upside down, drank water, smelled the ass of a porcupine.
Smell the ass of a porcupine.
Ass of a porcupine.
Yeah, so when I read that, I said, okay, wait a minute. Is this some kind of thing?
Or is he just being silly?
Must be a southern, I guess a southern thing, like hush puppies and porcupine ass. That's a good
He's
line.
being silly,
Or is it
right?
one of those phrases just like underwater basket weaving that means nothing?
Yeah. How do you hold down
It
a
says,
porcupine?
this analysis says Bo Jackson was probably speaking hyperbolically.
Yeah, sure.
Is he in one of those chambers?
Hyperbole is what Josh said.
Hyperbolically. To indicate the great lengths he had gone to.
Yeah.
This researcher could not find any evidence
They bothered to research that clear hyperbole?
There's
of
no
the
way the
history
guy...
of smelling a porcupine's butt.
He didn't do that.
But it is a great... I mean, it's because think about that. You'd have to be holding a porcupine, which is super tricky.
Yes.
I mean, come on. It's a
It
porcupine.
is tricky.
Then you got to turn it around.
Nobody would even dream to try to do this.
It's a great turn of phrase. I think it's really cool that Bo Jackson came up with that.
You really thought he tried to do it?
Bo knows.
No, I wanted to find out if that was a thing.
Okay.
I mean, if that was some, homeopathic, whatever. What's the word? Help me here.
You said homo. Not going to help you. Keep saying homo over there.
No,
Tom said homo.
Homeopathic. Homeopathic.
Homeopathic?
I don't know. There's some...
folklore?
What's the
Two
word?
things. Remember when Bo Jackson played baseball? He struck out and he took the bat and broke it over his knee.
Yikes.
Stunning.
Now take a bat and try to break one over your knee for starters. And then he was playing in the outfield. He caught the ball by running up the wall like Spider-Man. And at one point, he was horizontal to the ground.
Are you serious?
Caught the ball and ran back
He's
down
incredible.
the wall.
Incredible.
Yeah. My theory is he's really a superhero, and it got away from him on that one occasion.
Right.
And nobody said anything about it.
I've always wondered if that bat was already cracked.
Right?
Just because, man.
That would be...
How do you
break a bat?
Besides being incredibly strong.
Well, and there's always been a rumor that at a combine, and apparently there was something wrong with the timing or something, but he ran the 40 at the combine. I've heard anywhere from 4.1 to 4.25 that he ran a 40.
The man's insane.
Oh, no.
What's he been up to?
Josh said.
I don't know what he's been
You don't
doing.
hear much. He lays low.
That was a huge campaign, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, knows.
Bo knows.
But once again, Bo Jackson's apparently having some kind of surgical procedure to help him get rid of the hiccups. Yeah, I have no idea what they would do.
Well, like Josh said, it have to be something with your diaphragm because that's where they originate.
I don't know what they'll do, but hopefully it helps.
If anyone is familiar with the phrase, and Mr. Jackson did say, I've done everything. I'll quote here. He says, I have done everything. Scare me, hang upside down, drink water, and smell the ass of a porcupine. If anyone's familiar with that phrase, please enlighten me. It's very poetic.
It is.
Really. It paints a picture.
Really? Sure does.
It's very good. It's very good. Well, good luck getting rid of the hiccups.
Maybe they'll just sew his mouth shut.
Now, if he were to smell the ass of a beaver, we know what that would smell like, don't we?
That would smell like vanilla.
Yeah,
Oh,
potentially.
that's right.
If the anal glands had been squeezed.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, by the way, who discovered that?
Somebody must have been eating a beaver.
Well, don't they use skunk excretions for perfume or something?
Skunk.
You'd think that'd be the opposite.
Yeah, you would think it would be the opposite.
I think so, something like that.
I think you're thinking of the beaver vanilla thing.
I don't know. They use skunk for something.
Really?
Oh, that's right, mace. They make mace out of skunk.
Castoreum or whatever.
Skunk sweat.
Yeah, I don't. I'll have to dig up the beaver story.
Isn't it true that Bob from the Bob and Tom, Bob never had the hiccups?
Has never had the hiccups. That is true.
What?
Never.
Wow.
Never.
That is true.
Yeah, they can be
He has a strong diaphragm.
Yeah. Good core strength.
Good core, yeah. He planks. He
Pilates.
Planks, Pilates.
No, come to think of it, I haven't had hiccups in a while.
We do have the hiccup cure spoon thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the hick away?
Someone said
it's just a hick away.
Doesn't the hick away sound like one of those offers to help you improve your English speaking? Well, I couldn't get a job because I talk.
Here's the thing. I'm proud of the way I talk. I don't care.
It's okay.
And now I lead every PowerPoint presentation. Thank you, hick away.
Mr. Stucker.
One of the best poker players I know talks like he just walked out of coal mine. This guy, but he's a smart dude. Don't let him fool you.
How many professional
I'd rather
poker
listen to the
players
coal
do
miner. I love listening to the people with accents.
My granddaddy was a coal miner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
My great granddaddy. Yeah.
No, how did this happen?
What?
I'm trying to find this beaver. This story about the beaver.
Tom, no one
secretions.
recognized that Pat said his grandfather was a coal miner.
Great grandfather. Paddy Gallagher.
Paddy Gallagher.
Yeah, he died of the black lung. He did.
Oh boy!
Thanks for bringing that up.
Well, he did.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things I don't bring up.
You know, there's black lung and there's brown lung too. I don't know if there's a gray lung.
That's the first stage.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to make real sad, my grandmother died of black lung and alcoholism. Bingo.
There's popcorn lung. Did you know that?
Popcorn lung.
Yes, that's a thing.
You catch a kernel. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I'm trying to find this thing about the secretions of beavers, and I'm not kidding. So I type it in, and I get
skunks.
No, I get FDA warns about deceptive vaginal rejuvenation claims.
Oh,
how'd that happen?
Because of the word
Because
beaver.
of beaver, you.
Because most often when you Google beaver, you mean.
I bet Pussycat came up too.
It says, this is from NBC News. The Food and Drug Administration is warning consumers of deceptive claims being made about the purported benefits of vaginal rejuvenation. Yeah, ladies, don't worry about this.
No.
You're okay. Yeah, don't go up to some guy in a van. Well, he calls himself Dr. Steve, but he really doesn't have the credentials.
Some lady should worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like you've been, using a hand mixer down there. Maybe.
Okay. What is the name of the secretion of the beaver that?
It's like castoreum or something, isn't it?
A castor oil.
I think you're right, Castori.
Something.
8 ways skunks might surprise you.
Okay, go.
Number 2 is.
It's a weird place to start.
Skunk's offensive output also features ingredients that cause the smell to linger for weeks, and ergo, perfume manufacturers rely on this.
How about that?
Ah, you were right.
Okay. And here we go. Here's the beaver thing from the National Geographic. The National Geographic would like to tell you that a secretion from beaver butts is used in vanilla flavoring. The substance
That's why I don't eat vanilla ice cream.
The substance called castoreum has been used extensively in perfumes and food for the last 80 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty interesting.
So, yeah.
Do we not have enough vanilla?
That comes from the vanilla bean.
Are we running out of vanilla?
Yeah, vanilla bean, you're right.
I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of artificial vanilla.
Isn't it true the fake flavors that they make in a lab are much better than the actual flavors?
Depends.
That they exist? Yeah, I think so.
So the next time you're at Ben & Jerry's, get the dingleberries and cream. And you'll get the,
why are you ruining...
Again, how did someone discover that
this is
the secretions of a beaver's anus taste like
how
vanilla?
did discover, how did somebody decide they were going to eat a lobster?
Or a mushroom growing out of a cow pie? Come on.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, how hungry do you have to be?
Pretty hungry.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. So we can get back to Bo Jackson has a permanent case of the hiccups he's trying to get fixed.
Well, it looks like. And Bob has never had the hiccups.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. What else you got?
That's it.
Okay.
Unless you want to hear about the other things that skunks would surprise you.
It sounds like it'd be surprising.
Skunks and cats are best friends.
Oh.
Skunks love being around cats, and cats love skunks. According to the Department of Environmental Conservation.
Not according to the greatest cartoon ever made, the now canceled Pepe Le Pew.
Hello.
I mean, why would they cancel that? Because it's obvious that it's really about consensual relations.
His behavior is, and then
not
she
acceptable.
flips it on him, and he doesn't care for it, and he learns. Yes.
But yeah, wasn't that the only one taken out of the recent
Space Jam?
Space Jam.
And they were always.
But they found, remember, they took out Pepe Le Pew, but they put in the Clockwork Orange Gang.
Yeah.
That had to be purposeful and to make a little joke for everybody. And remember, they were always painting something in the Pepe Le Pew cartoon, so the cat could run under, get a white stripe on her back. So he thought it was a skunk.
I have a friend that has 2 skunks. She swears by
I've
them.
heard they're like insanely friendly.
Great pet.
So did she have to remove the?
You remove the stinker part.
You don't have any friends that do normal things, do you?
Nope.
They've got llamas. They've got skunks. They play polo. And I'm the pretentious one.
They rehabilitate deer for some reason.
I have that friend. All of these things are true.
We're running out of deer. We got to keep the ones healthy that we have.
Okay.
Check.
Am I wrong? No. Let's hit a couple with a car. Jeez, we're up to our necks in them.
Well, thank our hunters.
And it is fawn season. If you see a fawn, leave it alone. Its mother's probably out just getting some food. The fawn's fine.
I used to have a pet fawn. I named it Jane Fonda.
Oh, nice.
The fawns are, if you see a fawn out, that means the moms are out there somewhere, Tom. I don't know what they could be doing.
Oh, jeez. You guys are awful.
Sorry.
Hey, like we said, you want to hit some, tell the hunters to stop.
You know the director's cut of Bambi?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
Bambi, you might want to sit down for this.
Is Mother going to be here for this?
No, not in this life.
Oh, God.
What a horrible cartoon.
Time now for a palate cleanser,
And then
ladies and gentlemen.
Dumbo's equally heartbreaking.
All right.
Saved by the Crows.
With a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What does James Bond's doorbell sound like?
Ah, I love this already. What?
Dong. Ding dong.
I very much enjoyed it. That was good. You know what? There's all this talk. Is James Bond going to be a woman? I say Ace Cosby in the running for the next James Bond.
Oh, please.
And you in the running as the next Bond villain, chick.
Well, Mr. Cosby, Ace Cosby.
Would you be Blofeld?
That's right.
He'd be Blowfella.
Do you expect them to pay?
Oh,
I am Blowafella.
I like Blowfella. That is very nice. No, Mr. Bond, I
Give us your
expect
best
you to die.
order a martini, Nace.
No, I'll go screwdriver. Shaken.
Screwdriver. What the hell do I screwdriver?
That's not Bond.
My tie.
Cosby!
My tie with umbrella. Yeah, that's real Bondish.
Didn't he change that up in one of the more recent ones?
You were going to say screw one of those girls.
He ordered a different drink?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was some.
It's different.
Wasn't like Heineken one of the sponsors? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, that's right.
You ordered a beer or something.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not too worried about the next James Bond.
I don't think Daniel Craig was that great a Bond. I'm going to say it. I didn't care for it.
They kind of took out the comedy.
Well, except for the villain in the last one. It was like Mr. Eyeball or something.
Oh, yeah, I still have to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
seen it either.
And he comes at you like this.
I remember you said it was laughable.
His eyes way open. Oh, no, not Mr. Eyeball.
I've got to watch it.
It's not good.
I'll watch that.
Once again, if you have knowledge about what's the word I'm looking for, though? The home cure for hiccups of allegedly
it's a skunk's ass,
smelling a porcupine's ass. That's what Bo Jackson said. Please let us know. I'd like to hear what the origin of that is.
He just made up words.
He's
He just
just
threw
joking
words
around, yeah.
together.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like he's tried everything.
Right.
He's tried everything but smelling a porcupine.
That's what he meant.
No one does that. I know we're disappointing you.
I mean, it's such a great turn of phrase.
It is, yeah.
I mean, would you do it?
Or
No.
is it the,
That's the whole point of the phrase.
I mean, if it worked.
or is it the ramblings of someone who?
Okay, so if it worked for something, like let's say you had a cold, and if you sniffed the ass of a porcupine, your cold would last only 5 more hours.
Yeah, I mean, think about these.
I'd do it.
These cult leaders get groups of people to off themselves. I'm sure they could get them to smell a porcupine's ass.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
sure
did you
they
hear?
could.
Vern's the Messiah. He wants us to all smell porcupine's asses. Okay, let's go look.
Hey, I'll tell you, I will not sit here and let you besmirch Vern Christ. He is doing good for us. And by the way, I need to go make love to him. It's Thursday, isn't it?
That's your turn.
No,
Thursdays
you're too old. When we come back, we'll try to sort this all out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete
This is a wash. It's a face wash. It's called soothing licorice, so it's very gentle. It has very sensitive skin. He's told me. So
He does. Now that
yeah.
won't get in his eyes and make his eyes.
Well, I'll make it a point. not
Is
to
this
do
where I quietly switch places with you, Brenda, and Pat doesn't know I'm rubbing his face?
I'm sorry, my hands.
Yeah, no, that's not so
Chip.
dripping stuff.
Come touch my face, Chip.
And those aren't my hands.
You're gonna start dripping stuff? Hot
Now,
candle wax? What are you doing?
now, is he going to be able to talk during this after you?
He's falling asleep. What are you talking
This is really nice. I mean, this is probably one of the best things I've ever done.
We're all gonna give you the mark of the mushroom.
Sounds good. Give me the rum and
bottom of
helmet.
his pants. It looks like he's aroused. I think it's just an illusion.
No, it's a genie wing. I think it's
No, it's my quads. You got to remember, my quads are so big, everything sits atop the mountain.
That's right.
everything.
They're saying big mountain, small flag.
Yeah, just like the moon.
Once again, Pat McAfee, NFL kicker, holder, and punter.
Okay. Hot towel. Okay.
Hot towel. Hot towel.
Hot towel.
Hot towel. Hot oil.
Oh, there it is now.
Oh,
Now
His
you're talking.
face is covered except his nose and his
yeah, you never forget your first.
Oh, no.
How does that feel, Pat?
You've not had a facial before?
Well, it depends what kind you're talking.
Oh,
This
I
type-
see.
Wait a
not
minute. What do you guys do on the road?
None of your business.
That's
What goes on the road stays on the road.
Mm-hmm. You've heard of squirting, though, right?
Yup, there we go, Chip.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
No, Tom hasn't.
Probably not. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't certainly happen. No,
that can't possibly.
Quiet with their hands full. All I know about facials is eventually someone gets out cucumbers. Is that going to happen? Are we going to have any of that?
They don't do that.
Cucumber, I'm not ready for that yet.
No.
Start with a something smaller.
Smaller, like a carrot.
Yeah, let's work our way up to the cucumber.
Yeah.
They're supposed to do at home.
So where they close their eyes and they put a cucumber over their eyelids.
Is this your bed here that I'm laying on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a table.
Thank you.
Really good table.
Now, Brenda, I know that you operate a legitimate business. Yes. I feel the need to mention this at this point. But do people ever come to you when you?
Oh, honey, we could write a book.
Do people come in thinking they're going to get a happy ending? I'm getting a vigorous nod from Carrie.
Yeah. We seriously can tell you stories. In the early days when we first opened, 7.5 years ago, yes, we had the callers that we would get, I'd like to get a male Brazilian. Okay, when would you like to schedule that? Do you hold it or do I hold it? And so my response would be, this is what you do at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Right.
Who knows what the love bug's going to buy?
For future
Right? Come on.
For future reference, the proper question is this a full service shop, right? That's the way we go about it.
That's a way to do it, right?
Full service.
Seriously, that's the code? Full service massage means happy ending?
Well,
That's my massage therapist. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sure that's probably much for the massage therapist. I mean, they get that all the time.
I think I had a massage therapist several years ago that said that there are signals, like there's way guys fold their sheet and stuff when you leave the room and you come back in. Seriously, like.
I thought it might be like a.
What is it, in an arrow?
I think that's it, Pat.
This is where you hit the arm and then rub your hand across the chest. It's not the butt signal, but it's.
I would think they'd also do the famous towel trick, where you walk in.
No, see, they're laying down.
They're laying down
on the table.
You can't walk in
anywhere.
Walking in.
Hey, I understand I paid for a massage. You missed one body part.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Beautiful Katharina Witt of East Germany became a household name in women's figure skating after her gold medal performance at the 1984 Winter Games in Sarajevo. 4 years later, at the Calgary Games, she successfully defended her title. Then, 10 years after that, in 1998, she posed naked in Playboy magazine, a move which critics said severely tarnished her image and marketability. Men throughout the world were outraged. If Katerina were going to pose nude, why had she not done it in 1988 when we were all fascinated by what she must look like without clothing?
Yeah.
To wait 10 years after her physical prime, when we had all clearly moved on to Nancy Kerrigan, was a slap in the face to male fans everywhere and goes against the very spirit of the Olympic Games.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle Kwan, are you listening?
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history. Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
And that's okay.
Hey, this is Rick from Edwardsburg. How you guys doing?
Hey, Great, Rick. How are you?
Oh, I couldn't be any better.
Yeah,
What'd you do to yourself, sir?
He couldn't be any better.
See?
What a great
A
attitude.
happy ending.
Yeah.
What happened to you, Rick?
Well, 3 years ago, I was pulling a case of beer off a shelf at the store.
I like this already.
Wait a minute.
So you dialed with your good arm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I pulled out the ligaments in my elbow. So after cortisone shots and physical therapy later, 3 years, I'm still wearing a brace part-time.
Are you really?
Yeah.
But wait, did you spill the beer?
No, the beer was okay. It was,
Okay, well, thank God.
But it's not your drinking arm, right?
yeah, it is, but I switched to light beer now, so I'm all right.
Hear what he said? He switched to light beer.
Sir, you need to start writing for Bob Zaney. That is a fine joke, sir.
Thanks, Rick.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
Coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
A very popular song. Someone owes someone else money, I'm convinced. I'll be right. You better stop using this one.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Hey, Josh Arnold. I know.
Gonna come out of Josh's salary.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom this morning.
Thank you very much. Willie G in Los Angeles.
Hollywood.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Tom, I hate to tell you this. I don't think Willie's coming back.
He's got the
having a good time.
Yeah, the LA bug.
LA has him now. I don't think.
Belongs
living rent free.
In Malibu, yeah, I wouldn't leave
Ace has
either.
his eye on the bottom line, doesn't he?
Sure does. Ace, I was so excited. I got coupons yesterday in the mail, and actually, I'll tell you this. I was excited and mad.
Why?
Because so it's one of my favorite grocery stores.
Yes.
And the mailer they sent me, it's 4 coupons. So $5 off this week, $5 off next week, $5 off the following, that kind of thing. But I got it yesterday in the mail. The first $5 off was for last week.
Oh.
I got it late.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about going in and going, hey, this didn't arrive in my mailbox until, how about you go ahead and honor this? Should I cause the trouble?
No, they'll probably honor. Now, do you say, did you grow up saying coupon or coupon?
I grew up saying coupon.
Wrong.
And so what have I been saying it this
I
morning?
say coupon.
Wrong.
You didn't grow up saying coupon.
No, I never did. No.
Really?
My parents did, and I knew it was wrong.
Oh, bull.
That's right. You hillbillies are pronouncing that wrong.
My parents, I learned it was wrong when I moved, when I heard other people saying it.
Yeah.
Now, you're talking about growing up. You grew up in St. Louis.
Yes, sir.
And we do have St. Louis in the news this morning.
Whoop-de-doo.
It's a fun story.
I like my city.
St. Louis, Missouri getting its own cannabis strain. Codes, CODES, a new cannabis brand, announced it's launching its inaugural cannabis line.
Oh.
It will include a strain called 314, dedicated to its namesake area code, St. Louis. The company said its 314 strain is known for its refreshing yet relaxing effects, perfect for lounging on a picnic blanket in one of the city's many parks.
It's like falling into the Mississippi.
It added that the aroma and flavor are filled with sugary sweetness, balanced with a dank dose of diesel, reminiscent of that classic sweet but gritty St. Louis spirit.
Doesn't that sound like just pure BS?
Yes.
It's pretty good copy. I
Someone
like
had
it.
to sit down and write that.
Code's 314 strain, along with its other products, will be available in dispensaries across the state of Missouri.
All right.
It's strong enough to make you forget that the Rams left.
You'd be surprised how many people in St. Louis do not care the Rams left.
Yeah, it's funny. Some are very still quite passionate, others are not. Passionate.
Passionate.
Now you got us doing it. Passionate about the cannabis.
So the strain is called 314.
Right.
It's not called St. Louis.
No.
Right.
Are you got a problem with that, naming it 314?
Yeah, it's hip. I'm a 314.
That's hip.
And there's a different strain for East St. Louis that it's called Be Careful.
And East St. Louis is in Illinois, isn't that correct?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
But
Again,
Tom's right. There's about a half a mile
I've been
telling
there.
you
that you're okay in.
I'm telling you that East St. Louis.
For those of you who don't know East St. Louis' reputation, the movie Vacation. Remember, they get lost in East St. Louis. Roll them up.
It's the only strip club I've seen with a guard tower in the park.
Yeah, man.
Is that Sachet? Is that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now, Anheuser-Busch still has a big connection to
it's fine.
St. Louis.
Sure. Yeah, that's where it's located. The main office buildings and a big brewery there. You can tour it.
And all the cans.
I wonder if they would do like a what is it when two companies get together and
a merger?
Well, kind of merging their two ideas here. You could have. Wait a minute. It would be Anheuser-Busch Kush.
Oh,
it would be a beer infused with cannabis.
Do you think they would ever do that?
No.
You know what? I don't know that they will, but
somebody might, like an IPA.
Oh, you mean they'll be like your dealer has Anheuser-Busch Kush?
I think the alcohol and the
do they counteract each other?
Make no mistake, they do not like each other.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Now, as Christy pointed out earlier, interestingly enough, the 314 St. Louis marijuana strain would be a
what?
Gateway drug.
Oh, yeah.
By definition, I think. But when we're talking about St. Louis, we have to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yes.
And the creator of those movies is a St. Louis
Yeah, James Gunn.
Is it St. Louian? What do you say?
St. Louisan, St. Louian, sure.
Okay. Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 yet?
I can't.
Number one at the box office?
You can't. Why
not?
That creepy looking tree guy.
Oh, scares you?
That triggers the heebie-jeebies. I'm totally serious.
Yeah, it gives you the creeps.
I literally can't watch it. I get that heebie-jeebies. Makes me. I went to the first one.
When it was fully grown or more grown in the early movies?
The whole thing. I'm just not talking
Even the
about it.
little
I've
one?
got the heebie-jeebies.
No,
okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
It's very real.
Have you seen it?
No, I'm not a huge fan of those.
Oh.
I did go to the second one, and it was dreadful.
It is.
Sophie didn't like it that
First
much.
First one was really good.
Yeah.
But it did bring out a bunch of cool songs.
Yes, it did.
Including this one.
Redbone?
Well, there was a tribute to Josh Arnold.
That.
Sweet
yes.
baby.
When we come back.
Hey, by the way, I sent these people so they could have a Chick McGee lyric in this song, and I didn't hear anything back.
You know why?
They're just being stuck up or what?
No,
What's the problem?
Ignoring my emails, too.
The gentleman has passed away.
He died like the week after he was here.
Well, yeah.
Could you stop bringing stuff up like this?
Wow.
The whole show, Christy, my great-grandfather died, and then he had a bullet through his bean.
I didn't say that.
Well,
Okay,
could we lay off the death?
First of all, an amazing impression of Christy. Secondly, he's right. You got to lighten it up. Come on. You don't hear us doing stuff like
this is This is a song called Lakeshore Drive that was a regional hit.
And you might be able to smell it.
In
though,
St.
as
Louis
it's
and
playing,
Chicago.
actually.
Yeah.
And apparently nowhere else. But this is the special Josh edition, and this shows up. This is in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, right?
Yes.
The Josh edition.
Not the Josh edition, but yes.
Okay.
There ain't no road just like it. In and where I found the burning south with Josh on getting into town. Just slipping on by with Josh. Let's see. Fighting that trouble bound.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that great?
It's a nice song.
It really is cool.
It's...
Oh, I grew up with that
It's
song,
so
loved
cool.
it.
It's a nice song.
The great
could be-
Leota, Haynes, and Jeremiah.
That could be the worst song I've ever heard.
Oh, it is
come on.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
You're
You're
welcome
not
to it.
entitled to it.
You're
That's
welcome
how
to
I
it.
feel.
You know-
I'm not entitled.
Not in this room, you know that.
I'm not.
You have the right to be stupid and wrong.
See?
Don't forget that.
I don't. Okay.
Did your brothers think that was really cool when they heard that?
They laughed, yeah.
Oh.
They didn't think it was cool when I played it in a row a lot.
On a fishing boat where
Yes.
they can't get away.
With all of them, well, they didn't really care, though, because they were all smoking pot, right?
Oh, hi. Why generous?
Can you have some of your St. Louis friends?
This is going to be an impossible ask what he's going to say. Go ahead.
Try this cannabis strain called 314?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The billboards, now that it's legal there, but the billboards are everywhere for all pot
All
stuff.
the
Yeah.
dispensaries?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Have Greg Warren try it before he calls in.
And my Joey Wednesday, my youngest brother, that would be funny. He said that I think Missouri broke the record for most sales in like the first month or something. I'll have to look that up.
I don't know if Greg is a pot guy.
Not at all. That's why that'd be so funny.
Yeah. Oh, it might not be funny. It might be Greg. Greg, are you there, Greg?
Well, it might not be funny because it's Greg.
Wow. Greg has a great special that you can grab that on Amazon, right? No, on YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube,
yeah.
sorry. And
He
it's
does
called
have a special on
The
Amazon
Salesman,
as well.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's the new one is on YouTube. Check it out, please. When we come back, we have interesting thing about mosquitoes. But I'm not going to tell you.
No, I need to know.
Oh, my God.
I'm a mosquito
You
magnet.
know what? If you don't tell me, I'm okay with that.
Well, do you know how some people are a mosquito magnet?
Yeah, Josh and I are.
There's some interesting science about why.
Okay.
And some aren't.
Why you wear, what colors you wear, what you smell like, your blood type.
How big your penis is? Does that have to
yeah,
lots to do with it, yeah. Because Christy's penis and mine are very long.
Skeeter on your Peter.
Knock it off. Whack it
Remember
off.
when
It's
she-
whack it off. That's
What just happened?
Remember
the show it's derailed again.
She used to be Chris, remember? Chris Lee?
Okay, let's go down that road.
Oh, boy.
I'm sick of hearing about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and
I don't tell anyone about the way you hold my hand. I don't tell anyone about the things that we have planned. I won't tell anybody, won't tell anybody. They wanna push me down, they wanna see you fall down. Don't tell anybody that you turn the world around. I won't tell anyone that your voice is my favorite sound. I won't tell anybody, won't tell anybody. They wanna see us fall, they wanna see us fall down. I don't need a parachute, baby, if I've got you, baby, if I've got you. I don't need a parachute, you're gonna catch me, you're gonna catch if I fall down, down, down. I don't need a parachute, baby, if I've got you, baby, if I've got you. I don't need a parachute, you're gonna catch me, you're gonna catch if I fall. Don't believe the things you tell yourself so late at night, and you are your own worst enemy. You'll never win the fight. Just hold on to me and I'll hold on to you. It's you and me up against the world. It's you and me. Love, I don't need a parachute, baby, if I've got you, baby, if I've got you. I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch me. You're gonna catch if I fall down, down, down. I don't need a parachute, baby, if I've got you, baby, if I've got you. I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch me. You're gonna catch if I fall. I won't fall out of love. I won't fall out of. I won't fall out of love. I won't fall out of. I won't fall out of love. I won't fall out of. I won't fall out of love. I fall into you. I won't fall out. Won't fall out. Won't fall out. I won't fall out. 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 I fall into you. I don't need a parachute, baby, if I've got you, baby, if I've got you. I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch me. You're gonna catch if I fall. I fall into you. I don't need a parachute, lady. Anyone. I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch me. You're gonna catch if I fall. I don't need a parachute, baby, if I've got you, baby, if I've got you. I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch me. You're gonna catch if I fall down.
Started to tap into technology similar to that which powers the artificially intelligent chat box ChatGPT. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Scientists are saying the Earth could soon be more detectable by aliens thanks to cell phones.
I knew it.
Scientists suggest that there are likely some advanced civilizations out there with sensitive receiving systems that may, quote, be capable of observing the human-made radio leakage coming from
Kissville.
planet Earth.
What's the name of that movie where they come and they...
Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks.
Oh, that's a great movie.
And they...
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
The next time you're traveling, don't forget about the historical and beautiful state of Illinois. Catch a Cubs game at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Hit a riverboat casino in Peoria. And make sure you visit the charming community of Effingham, Illinois, where Interstate 70 meets the Little Wabash River.
And whenever you're in Effingham, visit the Effing House Family Restaurant.
Founded in 1854 by the corpulent railroad magnate Colonel Harry S. Effing, the Effing House Family Restaurant is one of America's oldest and finest dining establishments.
Start your day with the delicious Effing Country Breakfast featuring an Effing omelet with toast, grits, and a big Effing beverage of your choice.
Or try our BED, the Big Effing Deal. Once again this week, it's Effing ham and eggs.
For lunch, try the huge Effing burger. Pan-fried in a rich butter sauce mixed with big Effing egg yolks. We call it the Effing heart attack.
It's an effing experience you'll never forget. And what about dinner?
Juicy effing steaks with fresh effing veggies and a creme brulee that's effing out of this effing world. Or go effing nuts with a hot fudge sundae.
How would you rate the Effing House Family Restaurant?
It was the best effing experience of my life.
Rate this place? Well, I wouldn't give it a B. I wouldn't even give it a C because it's effing A.
In Effingham, Illinois, it's the Effing House Family Restaurant. You'll have an effing good time.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Man.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hello, Chick McGee.
Hello there. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Jess Hooker will be along to cook us breakfast from the nice folks at Hello Fresh. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I'm currently not available. Christy, do you have any paper towels?
Oh, he spilled.
How many times do you spill things in a week? At least once a week.
So many that we have a whole roll of paper towels right next to it.
A spiller, my gosh.
A bit of iced tea.
Sorry. Get your keyboard?
No, it didn't hit the keyboard. I was just icing my tea.
Did you?
Icing your tea? What?
He brings ice in from another room.
Oh, and pours it into
tell me, is your tea properly iced?
Look.
Don't you like ice in your iced tea?
Love it.
I want you back on the coffee. We all got free coffee.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Coffee and I are having a trial separation.
Nice.
Well, it's not working.
It's tough, but I'm doing it.
Tom, did you over
Did you
there?
put 8 packets of Equal in your iced tea?
It's not the coffee, it's the Equal.
Yeah.
No, it's the
and
coffee.
the caffeine.
It's the Equal.
You need to keep that Equal separate.
I've got my
from your coffee.
I keep my Equal separate because I like it separate and equal.
we know.
Wow, this could be the most dangerous conversation we've had.
Well, I forgot that no one can take a joke anymore.
Did you spill your tea or did you spill the wine?
Take that girl. Take that girl.
Spill the wine. Take that girl.
I love that's one of my favorite songs. It breaks all my rules.
It does. It talks.
It talks at the end.
At the beginning,
start,
yeah.
But he goes, I was walking one day.
Yes.
I love that.
I do.
I think he was so high when he did that. And
think?
he's got the great band War behind him, Eric.
Yeah, how did that song happen?
Here we go.
So cool.
So that
I
groove.
was once out strolling one very hot summer's day when I thought I'd lay myself down to rest.
He was tired.
In a big field of tall grass.
You know, this is a drunk at 1 p.m. on a Saturday song.
Yeah, but I think it was probably recorded higher than hell at 3 a.m. in Los Angeles. Eric Burden in the
I
end.
love that.
I'm a big Eric Burden fan.
That gets played on the dock a lot. I am too, man. The Animals.
Pass.
Ah, you're not a fan?
I like War. That's why I like that song, but I don't
I
like
like the chorus, though.
I like War.
My rule is if I can sing as well as they can, I probably don't like it.
You think you can sing as well as
Spill the wine. Yeah.
That's it right there?
Yeah.
Well,
I think I
I
can.
clammed it up a little bit, but
Yeah.
You know, a couple of little off pitch.
I don't want to talk about it.
geez.
Christy, what are you doing?
I don't want to
Oh,
talk
that's
about
Chick.
Hey, leave me alone. It's my special time.
What's happening over there?
Christy's got a sex toy out.
No, he's
He's
Chick
shaving his sweater.
He's de-pilling his sweater.
This changed my life. My clothes shaver.
Yeah.
It takes the pilling off your sweater and it holds it in here and then you throw it away.
Right.
I thought you were pro-pill.
I understand you can get the pill now without a prescription. All right. We've had enough. Okay. Christy, for God's sake, could we have anything else on the news?
Will that remove skin tags, Chick?
Ooh. Hey, so-called unethical life hack has sparked an online debate about whether to punish airline passengers who recline their seats on flights.
They should be punished, yes.
Yep. The TikTok user recently posted a video about retaliating against passengers who fully recline their plane seats.
Okay.
The user writes, quote, when you're on a flight and the person in front of you reclines their seat all the way and leaves you no room, turn on the air conditioner above you on full blast and point it at the top of their head.
Brilliant.
In the clip's comments, TikTok users argued whether the life hack was genius or cruel. One user wrote, quote, unethical. I think this is completely reasonable. While another said, if my seat reclines, I'm reclining all the way back every time.
Nope, that's the Chick McGee
Chick's
argument. Yes.
Yep.
If it reclines, recline.
No.
One user argued the seats are so uncomfortable, everyone should collectively recline, but others said plane seats should not recline at all. I said sheets.
When you're... Here's the thing.
I never recline my seat.
I can understand why they can't retrofit the planes so they won't be able to recline. But why don't they just make an announcement? Ladies and gentlemen, please, don't anyone recline your seats. Thank you for cooperating.
Because these days you're going to have one guy stand up and start screaming about socialism and attacking people.
Well, then the other passengers are waiting for this. They want to wrestle somebody to the ground. So we take care of him, then we go about our day. But as long as it can recline, and they don't make an announcement that I can't recline it, I am going to recline.
Okay.
No.
What do you think of that? Because I'm most often in first class.
Well.
I never do it. I did it once on accident. And I apologize profusely to the lady behind me.
It was an accident. I don't know.
I don't want to get into. I don't want to. I'm setting myself up here, but
come on. Did the tray crush her larynx as you
saying the side of my body may have hit the button, and I leaned back.
And you didn't notice it?
And I didn't. I did not know that it was. And when I got up, I saw that and was like, oh, I go, ma'am, I am so sorry.
Are you familiar with what they call the elephant belt?
I am, yes. Now, they don't call it that publicly.
No,
they don't.
And I don't have to use that.
I believe it's the extender.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not. There have been times in my life where I haven't been too far from it.
But I have really, like, at a time in my life, strained to get
yes.
The last thing I'm using is the extender.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, are the newer planes, do they still put in the seats that go back?
I do not know the answer to that.
I mean, I was on a pretty new one last time I flew, and it still did that. So
you know, experts say you don't want a new plane. They say you want one that's been around for a little bit. Because anything that's gone wrong has already, and they've fixed it. That's what they say.
All right.
They say if you're getting on a new plane, you should be more.
I didn't really have a
choice. About cars as well.
You don't want the first year.
You don't want the first year because they got to get the bugs out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we have coming up in the
sadly, if I ever lose this gig, I can't go back to my old one because I'm being replaced by AI.
What was your old one?
Welcome to Arby's. May I take your order, please?
No.
Drive-through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course this is what's going to happen.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. will be partnering with AI companies to automate their drive-thrus. The chain's parent company is collaborating with these several AI companies to automate voice ordering at select locations.
The next generations are going to have zero work ethic.
The move is meant to boost accuracy, speed, and revenue, Josh.
Yep, welcome to Arby's. I can see you on the camera.
Not that way anymore.
Hey, Tubby, would you like a shake? I'm guessing.
My gosh.
I'm guessing.
This is
based on your size and body shape.
To help fast food chains manage staffing shortages. But
I know that the initial, almost without exception, the initial greeting is a recording.
Right.
Right. You're right.
And then they take over.
Yeah.
So this is going to get rid of
even that.
The AI can take your order. Wow,
yes.
that's interesting. That's fascinating.
Why do you think it's bad?
Because these are jobs for 16-year-olds to learn and to gain work ethic.
But I'm just saying if this is more efficient, then they can get jobs.
You know what?
But they're not going to. That's the whole thing.
If I cannot be stupid and silly for 1 second, this is what's hurting the broadcasting industry in our country.
Yep.
There's nowhere for little baby DJs to be bad and awful.
Right.
Sure there is. Have you ever heard this show?
No.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, but we don't hire little babies.
Well, but we're certainly the exception. I mean, there's no little baby.
There's no Tradio.
I like the fact that the AI computer can see into the car and it could do stuff like, and if you don't get 3 orders of fries, I'm going to disable your collision avoidance system.
Oh, terrific.
So your contention is the AI of the fast food place will be talking to the AI of your car. Is that right?
Oh, my
They're going to
goodness.
get together.
They're going to flirt.
You may want to put the seat back, El Gordo.
Oh, my God.
That means the fat.
Yeah.
So not only does he hate fat people, the artificial intelligence
projecting his
I'm not thinking about disliking any one of their inside.
Is that right?
I'm just saying that you don't want to be judged by an AI computer. Well, no,
we don't.
And someone's going to have to fix those, Josh. See, that'll be the thing. And it'll be probably a nice, pleasant voice.
No, but it's the same thing in the fact there's nowhere for a fast food employee. I mean, how many stories have we heard that, like, the president of the United States, he's working at McDonald's or whatever?
Exactly. It's important.
A lot of people work.
There's still plenty of people working there.
All right. Well, we're talking to a guy who's never made his children work a day in their life. We talk to normal Americans.
It's the old Steve Martin joke. You know, I taught my kids how to make $1 million. I looked at them and I said, look, here's $1 million. Now, here's the thing.
Okay. All the jobs there.
Wait a minute.
I worked in a restaurant as a cook for several years.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for you.
It's fun.
And it is fun.
And the parties, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to restaurant people.
All of it.
Talk to restaurant people about those late night parties. Find one as soon as they get out of rehab.
Yeah,
Bad jobs teach socialization and problem-solving skills and all sorts of things you need.
There'll be other jobs at the fast food places. Calm down.
everybody should
I've
wait
got a feeling that the AI may even understand you better. Who knows?
Don't go there. We'll be back.
Right now, if you were listening to the AI on your Raycon earbuds, it was Crisp and Claire.
Hi. Welcome. That's right, Crisp and Claire.
Yeah, that's another morning show.
Raycon earbuds.
And AI wouldn't have screwed that up.
That's right.
Hey.
Raycon's mission is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and those hoity-toity smart tech listening features that the big-time earbuds have. With Raycon, you get a pair and a spare if you want. You still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that nowadays every purchase needs to be perfect. You're watching every dollar. They offer buy now, pay later options. They have an easy and free return guarantee. And listen to this, free domestic shipping and a flat fee for international shipping. And they have over 50,000, and I think it's more, 5-star reviews. And your Raycons have 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and are water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get a deal on the already low price, 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, and you score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, a Mother's Day tribute. Oh, it's a really good one. It features Maria Bamford. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. One, two, three, four.
I couldn't help but see OC double D. My favorite part of you is just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play. To focus on your She's got the Amazon swing, like a grapefruit in a sling. Mouth-watering, fleshy thing. It's just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play. To focus on your got your mama on my knee. O-C-double-D. Symphony and double D. Don't be afraid to let 'em show. O-C-double-D. O-C-double-D. I like Jimmy Tiffany. O-C-double-D. O-C-double-D. Like Jupiter's up in the tree. Don't be afraid to let 'em show. Bob and Tom.
Staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who, Susie and her first husband, or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither. Her legs.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk is Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steve the Singer sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, legendary voice of Chick McGee.
Thank you.
How's that feel?
Well, you stay around long enough, you'll be a legend.
Okay. Yeah, they're very good. Now, we have a lot to get to today. Coming up, we have a very interesting story about mosquitoes. I think you'll find absolutely fascinating.
It's skeeters.
Skeeters? Could you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. My first time in PR, and I'm not talking about the department. Talking about Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
I know. The hips don't lie, and neither did our landing gear. First time I've ever experienced turbulence on the ground. That was rough. But we made it. ATL to LAX, all the way to SJU.
Wow.
Not the most wreck route, but you guys know me. I'm all about the miles and segments. Plus, I got a great deal. It costs what I call poco dinero, just $40 a night.
Yikes.
Now I see why we had such a rough landing. Looking out the window, I could see goats and chickens on the runway, Bob and Tom.
Oh.
And there's a lady pushing a tamale cart across the apron as we speak.
Wow.
Reminds me of the time I almost missed my connection in Phoenix and had to board the Zone 4 people.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Oh, but I'm at an all-inclusive resort. A guy on an OnlyFans chat room told me about it. It's all you can eat and drink, senor. And they actually pick you up from the airport.
Oh, cool.
And, I'm all about service after the sale. Well, actually, I can see the guy holding up a sign with my name on it now.
Oh, my gosh.
But he's not by a limo. He's on a donkey.
What?
Hang on, Bob. There's no way that burro is going to hold me plus my sample cases and 2 carry-ons. Apparently, Puerto Rico doesn't know what pressure cargo has arrived. It's not every day a 4-time McCurdy Award winner brings instant service after the sale to this country. Where's the sky hag that told me about curbside service? I demand some answers before I deplano. No, I won't keep it down. I'll go Baba Black Sheep on this island if I don't get some answers. Bob and Tom, 2 heavily armed federales have just entered the aircraft and would like to have a word with me. I'm going to download Rosetta Stone and call Topic. We just landed.
Okay. Federales.
Whoa. Boy, that's interesting routing. Atlanta to L.A. to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Wow, that is kind of going out of your way.
He always gets the good deals.
He likes those points.
Okay. Let's see, where were we? Christy Lee was at the news desk.
Well, you keep talking about skeeters, might as well get to it. Scientists have discovered that your choice of soap could make you more attractive to mosquitoes.
Oh.
Researchers from Virginia Tech first characterized the chemical odors emitted by 4 human volunteers, both unwashed and after they had washed with 4 brands of soaps.
I've got to stop using Blood Bar.
They learned some soaps attract mosquitoes while other soaps were repellent. But these effects changed with each person's unique odor profile.
I see.
After narrowing down the chemicals that were associated with mosquito attraction or repulsion, scientists said a coconut-scented soap might be the choice for reducing mosquito attraction.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay for, Christy, how do you feel about a man wearing a coconut scent?
Oh, I think it's fine.
Okay.
It's very tropical.
Yeah.
I use a coconut body wash.
That's interesting. I know that Axe body spray makes you more attractive to wasps.
White Anglo-Saxon Protestants, yes, of course.
Not actual wasps.
Right.
But it does say that it's everybody's different.
Yes.
But you've been in a situation where one person's getting eaten alive.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there.
That's
It's
me.
typically me, too.
Yes. I thought it was blood type.
Who knows? But the soap thing is kind of cool.
I thought it was based on decibels. The loudest person in the group.
Well, that would make sense if it were Christy and I.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we like to
So
chat.
anyway, I just said, ow! Stuff like that.
That's, I think, don't be insulted, Christy. That's an insult.
I gave him
Pat?
that look.
Yeah.
What were you mumbling in there?
No, I'm just saying the talking and the sound of the voice, man.
Do you have a song?
I do have a song. We did it yesterday.
Oh, all right.
About mosquitoes?
No, the girlfriend's talking too much there.
Oh. So, Tom, I think there was confusion.
Yes, a lot of confusion.
I think it's safe to say we were talking about mosquitoes and
chiming in.
Being attracted to mosquitoes.
Do you often get bit, Tom?
Yeah, sure. The one thing I don't get poison ivy.
I don't either.
I don't
never
know.
had it.
I've never had it either. But
when I was at camp, we were on South Manitou Island.
Of course.
And everyone in my group got
You
terrible
and,
poison ivy, and I didn't.
Charles de Gaulle's kids.
I've
We
never
know,
had it.
yeah.
Actually, I got it bad once. I was like, I'm not eating this ever again. Thoughts on that comedy?
Is it possible
We were having a conversation.
to get poison ivy if you inhale the smoke of poison ivy?
I've heard it. I've heard your lungs can get it, but I don't know if that's.
I would imagine that would be horrifying.
Oh my God!
Right. I didn't know if that was true or
You
not.
can't itch the inside of your lungs.
I wonder if it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would not want to experiment with that.
No.
No.
But for what? Yeah, I think it's fascinating though that certain soaps would be attractive. Do they make it like a citronella soap?
You know, I think citronella is a joke.
I agree with you, Josh.
I'm never again.
Yeah, I bought all those candles.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They simply don't work.
You bought all those candles.
I did.
Now, did you light it or did you just rub it under your armpits?
I did it how you're supposed to. I rubbed it under my armpits.
Well, they have citronella scented oil too that you're supposed to use.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I bought a big bucket of it, and it's a bucket that you light.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use off?
Yeah,
I have. Yeah,
I have.
You get off in the.
There we go.
I typically get off in the Walmart aisle.
What's your policy on tiki torches at the new house? I see you having like a dozen of those around.
I love those.
I have. You want some? I have 3. I'm about to throw out.
I'm a fan. I don't.
You
have
like the
any.
tiki torch?
Yeah, I do. I don't have any at my house.
Some of those are citronella.
Yeah, you can put any. Can't you?
Sometimes I march downtown with those.
Looking for monsters, screaming about Frankenstein.
Yes, thank you for saving me.
Oh my God!
Today's show.
Is that right? Is that right, Josh?
The U.S.
My
Navy.
God, Josh! Oh,
The U.S. Navy is training sea lions to play video games.
huh?
So far, scientists have taught 3 male sea lions how to play video games as part of their research on cognitive enrichment for marine mammals.
How do their flippers control the?
That's a great question. One of the 3 animals dubbed
I think
Spike
they use their little snouts.
uses his snout to press several buttons to maneuver a cursor through a maze.
I see.
When he crosses the finish line, he's rewarded with applause and a herring. After the program, sea lions and dolphins.
Applause and a herring. 2 bits.
After the program, sea lions and dolphins logged over 750 gaming sessions. Scientists believe the animals are having fun.
I bet they are.
That's what these scientists believe.
This is the idea of this is to keep the animals engaged in something so they don't get too bored.
Sure.
Okay.
That's what this is all about. But also at the same time, we've all read about dolphins and
being used in military
mines and planting of. So there's some pretty serious business. So we got to make sure that our sea lions are
smarter than the red sea lions.
Smarter than the reds. Yeah, that's right. The Chinese sea lions.
Darn right.
That's right. Those COVID carrying Chinese sea lions.
We don't want to get at a sea lion deficit. No, sir.
Absolutely. We'll be speaking Russian in 20 years.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to a zoo, I insist on seeing the sea lions. I love them very, very much.
They are very cute.
They're slippery and cute.
Remember the thing last year where they were telling people to stop trying to take selfies with them?
Yes.
Remember this?
No.
Because
that's right.
This can go very wrong.
They're wild animals.
I saw footage recently. This was real sad.
You're laughing. It must be.
Folks in an aquarium, and it's just this huge window, and they're all many big giant fish swimming around. Somebody kept taking a flash photo, and one tuna couldn't take it and just sped into the glass and just killed itself.
Oh my God!
And you see it just speed right into the glass and then half explode.
Oh.
And did you say somebody get some mayonnaise? Tuna fish sandwiches.
Hey, lunch.
All right.
It's a bummer.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
You put pickles in your tuna fish?
Don't
you make
use your
own
flash
tuna fish?
photography.
I do make my own tuna fish, yeah.
All right.
What?
Tuna salad, rather. I make my own tuna salad.
You put pickles in tuna
I get
salad?
very good tuna. It's like
really
the $6 a can tuna.
Whoa.
Wild caught.
Yeah.
Wild caught.
Have you considered
albacore? Got to go
getting
albacore.
like sushi grade tuna and
I've never done that. No.
I like the pouches. The tuna
I do too.
pouch.
Yeah, sure.
You squeeze that in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, you dump mayonnaise in the pouch. You mix it all up together. And
Walk around with that.
Oh, yeah. It's a walking
They have pouches with the mayonnaise in it
No,
already.
it's called walking tuna.
Walking tuna.
isn't that a porno?
Remember the band Hot Tuna?
Yes.
Do you? Thanks a lot.
Wait, he
Josh.
loves the one
Yorma
guy.
Kekkonen?
Oh, I was not aware of this, I don't think.
Thanks, Josh.
Did they ever have a hit?
No.
Kind of.
Yeah, I was just...
Zero.
It was a Jefferson Airplane offshoot.
Oh, it was?
Hard Jack Cassidy, right?
Well, that Jefferson Airplane wasn't much.
Oh, they were great.
I loved Jefferson.
Great.
You're both so
Australian scientists have begun vaccinating wild koalas against chlamydia in an effort to protect the marsupials against widespread disease. Microbiologist Samuel Phillips, who helped develop the vaccine, said, quote, "It's killing koalas because they become so sick they can't climb trees to get food."
Didn't Samuel Phillips run Sun Records?
Yep. Sam Phillips.
Where escape predators and females can become infertile.
$1 million trio.
The first koalas were caught and vaccinated earlier this year, with the trial expected to last about 3 months.
I understand that koalas hiss. And they have amazingly strong jaws. They can bite you right in half.
Did you know they can throw a Chinese star perfectly?
What?
I didn't know that.
Those ninja stars.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
With their
Don't ever let one get one.
with their hind feet.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Right,
very skilled.
Are these the critters that only eat eucalyptus?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all they eat?
Yep.
Yeah.
The old joke, eats bush and leaves, right?
Oh, that's
Eats shoots and leaves. Yeah.
Well, and there's a real I don't want to. I'm not going to get serious about this here.
Oh, that's the old joke?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the book about punctuation and grammar.
Because of all the wildfires in Australia last year, we have a really serious koala deficit, so we want to keep them as healthy as possible.
However, there's more than enough barbecue koala to go around.
See, I knew I should have said it.
Sorry.
Do you have a song, Pat?
I have a song called Chlamydia. Would you like to hear that?
Sure.
Please.
Anything.
Do we have a choice?
I started it, so no, you don't have a choice. I'm walking around with chlamydia, and I don't feel any shame. I'm living with chlamydia, the girl with the unfortunate name. Her mom was gonna call her Lydia. If it's a boy, her dad wanted Clem. So they settled on chlamydia. Oh, blame it on the both of them. Chlamydia, chlamydia, the girl with the unfortunate name. Well, my name is Samuel. My middle initials D. Last name Tool Hurts. My towels say STD. Chlamydia, Tool Hurts. My wife, she became. We had a Greek parakeet. Spirocheet is its name. Chlamydia, chlamydia. The girl with the unfortunate name. I came home with gonorrhea. No joke. Genitals inflamed. So I no longer have chlamydia. The girl with the unfortunate name. My chlamydia's gone. My stuff's on the lawn. My STD's to blame. Everybody. Chlamydia. Chlamydia. The girl with the unfortunate name.
Oh,
very nice.
Much, Pat. Sadly, probably some truth to that song.
What was the name of the bird?
Spirocheet.
All right.
Spirocheet the parakeet.
Greek parakeet.
Here we go. U.S. officials are urging people not to take selfies with seals. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's fisheries explained that people may see seal pups on beaches and think that they're cute.
They are cute.
Mother seals often leave their pups alone for a while. If a mother seal sees a human near her pup, look out.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Okay.
Seals will fight. I saw a seal with all these scars on its face. He was singing "Kiss from a Rose."
Oh, that's very nice.
Almost the vacuum.
How did he get those scars?
I think he has lupus.
Oh, like most seals, he was
lupus.
Most seals, he was clubbing. No, too soon.
What about there's
a tip.
Some guy named Crofts, right, with the seals?
No? Seals and Crofts.
Okay.
Here's a tip from Dan, a listener. He's an avid fisherman and golfer. He says he uses dryer sheets, any brand, rubs it all over his skin and clothes, and has never gotten bit by mosquitoes or gnats since he's been using that.
Is that
trick.
right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd love to do that. I'm a big Bounce fan.
Yeah, me too. Wonder if it has to be scented.
Go ahead, someone take it.
There's a lot going on there.
We were sitting around a campfire, and my sister's very allergic to poison ivy, and there were some poison ivy leaves in the campfire, and she breathed in the smoke. Her whole entire face swelled up.
Oh, man,
yeah,
that's rough.
This guy writes, "Dear Bob and Tom, sure you can get poison ivy from breathing the air while burning. Victims typically have to get injections for a week or two to clear it up."
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Well, again, there's apparently a connection between soap and mosquitoes. Depending on what but it said for the most part, what coconut
scented
soap is the best to keep the mosquitoes away.
And you use Ivory soap, right? Because you think it's 1962.
I think Ivory soap is a fine product. It's pure, and that's what I use to
99
keep
and
you think
100%.
this pure soul of mine got here without Ivory
Very
soap?
nice.
Did you say this
Pure
pure soul?
soul.
All right.
By soul, I mean, yeah, baby.
Oh.
This dude's got soul.
Soul, nice.
I'm a soul man. Right now, I'm looking forward to feeding my soul and myself with some great food from HelloFresh. HelloFresh has got a great new program out there. We were talking earlier about their quick meals. Some of them take just 10 to 15 minutes to put together. But what's it all about? Well, HelloFresh does the grocery shopping for you. They do the measuring. You put it together. They have very easy instructions. But you don't have to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out why the sour cream isn't in the same place as the horseradish is. And what kind of pomegranate is that? And what do I need it for? Is that a radish or a potato? No, you don't have to do any of that. HelloFresh does the shopping. They show you what everything looks like. It's a great way to really become a better cook. You just put it together at dinner time or lunchtime. They've got everything for every meal going now. And HelloFresh says, hey, it's okay to be picky. That's why they have pescatarian or vegetarian or family-friendly or low-cal or low-carb. You pick what you want. Over 40 recipes every week. And something special going on right now. So much great food from lots of different spots in the world. And this month, celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, HelloFresh is hooked up with the famous chef Serbi Sani from New York City's Tagmo restaurant for a special treat. So find out what that's all about by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Why 16? Well, that is in honor of the 16 free meals as part of this special package. That's BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Find out about great food. And we're going to be doing some HelloFresh this morning here on the Bob and Tom Show. The code BTShow16 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, be careful driving around in a beer costume.
Yep, be careful.
Be careful because, officer, I'm just wearing this beer costume. But, we'll see what happened to this guy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. Bob and
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom. What is it, Tom?
San Francisco's gay Jewish congregation, Shah Ar-Zahav, has dedicated its new synagogue. This is true, with 2 members engaging in the ceremonial blowing of the ram's horn.
KIZZ-FM. Kiz. Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Golly, Earl. That might be a pretty good idea.
I'd killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob.
Comedian Tim Allen.
Oh, God.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is a mouthwash.
Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was great this morning.
So is yours, Tony. Tony, you're...
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I gotta go to the freaking funeral.
News we failed to mention. Jeff will be along to clean all that up on a Friday. Thanks so much for tuning in on a Thursday. We're not done with you yet. Keep it here all morning long. You're tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Tens of thousands of fans descended upon the Swedish capital of Stockholm to celebrate the opening show of Beyoncé's new world tour, Renaissance. It's the superstar's first solo tour since 2016 and shares the namesake of her 2022 dance-centric album. Video projections, animations took center stage, and some moments, though, did still feel quite intimate despite the impressive scale of the stage set. And it'll be a new experience for Garth Brooks when he steps onto the stage Thursday at the Academy of Country Music Awards. It'll be the first time hosting an awards show. Co-host Dolly Parton will be there to help him out if he needs it. Singer-songwriter Hardy enters Thursday's show as the leading nominee, up for 7 trophies, including 2 in the Song of the Year category. The show starts at 8 o'clock tonight Eastern and will stream on Amazon Prime. And the publisher of British tabloid The Daily Mirror has acknowledged and apologized for unlawfully gathering information about Prince Harry in its reporting and said he is due some compensation. That came Wednesday in court filings outlining Mirror Group newspaper's defense in one of Harry's 3 phone hacking lawsuits. The admission of snooping concerned a 2004 article, and the disclosure may only give the Duke of Sussex a tiny victory since the story in question isn't one of the nearly 150 that Harry alleges resulted from them snooping around. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My boyfriend has gotten really close with some of my friends, which I really thought was nice. But then last time we got into a fight, he was confiding in one of my friends about what happened. Shouldn't he be calling his own friends? And shouldn't my friends be on my side and stay loyal to me?
Do him a favor and break up with him. You sound like a lot of work.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan to try and stop the nerve gas attack by the mean Russian man. Jack is hiding in the ductwork, crawling around. Then it pops up, pulls his gun, shouting, "Everybody down!" Jack is just trying to keep America free. But tell him a lie and he'll shoot your wife right in the knee. Gotta get the intel, no matter the cost. He gonna give the wet list to that German dude who was on Lost. Jack said, Chloe, upload them schematics to my PDA. Gonna put my jacket hood on, hold my breath and save the day. Jack said, oh yeah, life goes on. Long after they set off the nerve gas bomb. Oh yeah, I said life goes on. Long after Michelle, Tony, and Edgar are gone. Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan. Gonna whisper, then shout some, then whisper again. Curtis, where are you? Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Get in the chopper now. I said I wanted a cheeseburger.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Chick. I'm Chick McGee. build-up music is nerve-wracking. Oh, yeah. And here's Tom.
Classy. Thank you for the intro. I couldn't have done it without you. I
You're
wish
welcome.
I had.
You're welcome.
Classy Freddie Blassie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know who it is.
I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Well done.
Let's see now. We were just discussing, the don't take selfies with seals.
Yeah. How many people does that affect?
The Oceanic National...
In San Diego, what is that? Seal Beach right there in La Jolla? Where
They
have
were
all
just
the
warning
seals?
people, don't do this. It's not safe, and it's bad for the seals. And do you ever have a black lab?
Yes, Cannon.
Take a black lab, you take their ears and fold them back, and they look just like a
do look
seal.
like seals.
They do.
It's the best.
Slippery little seals.
So this
They
we were
will
talking
not
about.
balance a ball on their nose.
Yeah,
No,
we were
but
talking.
they'll steal a steak off the counter. Go on.
We were talking about this because there's this program with the U.S. Navy training
seals,
sea lions,
and dolphins to play video games.
Mm-hmm.
This is really kind of cool, and it's one of the ideas is this at zoos and stuff. They're trying to find ways to keep these animals entertained.
Are they on headsets with each other so that they can fight?
Don't you think?
Well, in this picture, they're playing. I can see they're playing a video game. I can see the box. It's a Call of Sushi.
Don't you think the dolphins make fun of the sea lions, though?
Of course they do.
Look at these stupid bastards.
They're parked there.
Come on.
Good Lord.
Get off your ass.
Look how they let
I'm swimming the whole time.
You fat, ignorant bastard.
You know, I dated one for a while.
Oh, a sea lion? Dumb as the day is long, man.
But sometimes that's a plus. You know. It's just protein, baby. No,
Okay. What else is happening at the news desk, Christy?
A man in Kansas dressed in a beer costume was arrested for driving while intoxicated.
Is this wrong?
Probable cause.
The Franklin County Sheriff's Office said deputies were notified of a possible intoxicated driver on Interstate 35.
I wonder if he was dressed as a mug.
Deputies pulled the driver over and were surprised to see him, Josh, wearing a Bud Light beer can costume.
Oh.
Did Kid Rock shoot him?
Yeah, this might have a much deeper...
Sheriff's officials said the man was ultimately taken into custody for driving under the influence of alcohol.
Driving as the influence.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, now, I have a question, Pat.
Yeah.
You're an alcoholic.
No. That's not what I'm going.
You've been in jail for alcoholism.
When this guy
use that word.
What's it like?
If this guy gets cuffed and taken into custody, do they put him in the holding jail in the Bud Light?
They will probably have him in the Bud Light. Yeah,
I think
they have other clothes. But,
I think there's some how long you're going to be in there. I think.
Yeah, you get your orange jumpsuit.
So Tom, he could be put in prison in the can,
so to speak. Yeah.
No, maybe
in your mind,
maybe the other prisoners would like to pound a Bud Light. I think is what.
In your line, when does the unconsensual sodomy start? Like immediately when you go to the cell?
The initiation, so to speak.
Yeah, because in your mind,
I get the top bunk, and go ahead and pull those britches down.
There's a guy, Josh.
Oh yeah, it is a can of Bud Light.
Let's see.
I don't know if you can
It's
see.
it's small.
Kind of small, but
his arms and legs, of course, are sticking out.
Out of the can.
Now, if there's a mug
There's
shot,
a picture of this guy taking the sobriety test dressed as a Bud Light can.
So if you're dressed as a beer pat, what's the first thing that happens when you go to prison? They give you a what?
An orange jumpsuit sometimes.
I wanted you to repeat the joke that got, yeah.
Oh.
No, that's if you're drinking root beer.
A mug shot.
Oh, a mug shot.
That's for root beer. That's
a type of
root beer.
Yeah, brand.
Boy, that's like four swings and 4 strikes. Yeah, you were close. There's a joke there somewhere. Do they take the mug shot when you're wearing? Or do they give you a special suit?
I don't know.
Why would you be wearing a Bud Light beer can costume now? It's not.
It doesn't say what he was doing.
No.
Well, here's a guy. This is
Maybe
weird.
promotion.
This guy's wearing.
Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. That explains it.
No.
What day is that?
This guy's wearing a Jack Daniels costume.
He is.
Yeah, but he's in court. He pleaded the fifth. Sorry. You're welcome.
Sorry, you're welcome.
Strike 5.
Yeah, it was Drake, Tom.
Okay.
Ace tagged it with Drake.
Okay.
Drake.
thus ruining the joke.
Oh, I don't get it. I said strike.
You said Drake.
I said strike. Oh, okay, strike 5. Okay, Christy Lee, what else have you got at the news desk?
A UK man wearing a latex gimp suit has been arrested after jumping in front of a woman's car.
Let's not call it a gimp suit.
I'm reading.
That was the character's name
it
in Pulp Fiction. That's all.
Written this way.
Isn't
It's the bondage rubber suit that's head to toe covered. Okay,
so
that's what it was like.
that thing in Pulp Fiction, that is not what I thought that was what a gimp was.
No,
I think it's a pejorative for somebody with some sort of physical malady.
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
Like
that's
a limp or something?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
The BBC reports police officers responded to Accommodation Road. Very accommodating place.
Yes, please welcome.
But that sounds like a bad song by one of those bands from Scotland. This is actually on Accommodation Road.
What a dumb name for a road. This is in Bleeden, where they soon located the man and detained him. Bleeden? B-L-E-A-D-O-N.
Well, if a guy gets hit by the car, he'll be bleeding.
The man had previously been arrested on suspicion of causing a public nuisance in retaliation to incidents in the Cleve, Cleverham, and Yachton areas in October of last year.
Cleverham.
According to The Guardian, 31-year-old Joshua Hunt is facing several charges of including outraging public decency.
Joshua has a brother, Tom. Did you know that? Yeah. Michael Hunt?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a picture of this guy, and he looks like the Pulp Fiction guy.
Okay.
His face is completely sealed in that latex suit. In Pulp Fiction, isn't that leather?
Yeah.
Isn't the guy head to toe with the
Well,
zipper?
it might be
in the
rubber.
face?
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be rubber, sure. Yeah, but it's got that sheen.
Very confining.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he lives in a box. You see, they get him out of the box.
Maybe we could.
Never seen that movie.
How about putting a spin on this, Josh? The guy, he jumps in front of a car, right? That's what the story says. So we could turn this into one of those Hallmark movies. By the way, he has to jump from the left side, right?
In the UK, sure.
Of course. But this would be like the ultimate meet cute.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So
the car hits him, and she goes over, "Are you okay?" And then unzips the face, and
you're actually quite.
That's where the romance starts.
Quite handsome underneath this awful, terrifying outfit.
This gimp suit.
You somehow derive sexual pleasure from.
I would like to be there when you pitch that to the Hallmark.
Maybe that's the Halloween edition. A little bit funky. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Well, we have a guy pleasuring himself at the apartment pool. We'll talk about
Well, that's where the hot girls in bikinis are.
It's a shame they don't have diving boards anymore. They could really get.
We have a dangerous rabbit on the loose.
No, it is the rabbit.
And a very unfortunate highway accident.
Yes.
I'm hunting rabbits.
You'll see why in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom.
I'm gonna play a new song for y'all. See if you like it. See if you like it.
All right.
And be sure and Bob go ha 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 like you do.
I can do that. I was just getting ready to do that after I saw your picture.
That looks pretty accurate. Yeah, have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. Yeah. Of all the radio shows I've ever done, I've never done one where they could sing a song they've never heard.
Isn't that amazing? I was just thinking the same thing. How do we know the words to a new song?
Y'all must be working for Dionne Warwick and the Psychic Friends.
That's right.
Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw that tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Laugh. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. All right. This last verse is for everybody that don't like their boss at work. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Laugh and sing. It's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Paul Thorne.
Huh? 24/7. I know.
Yes, it's time now for another exciting episode.
Oh, no.
Of Murray Whiskey, Frontier Funeral Director.
Oh, no.
My hero. In this episode, Murray Whiskey has just gotten married. And he brings his beautiful new wife to their honeymoon room, their suite. They're getting undressed on their wedding night there. Murray Whiskey drops his trousers, throws them over to his new little bride. Just put those on. She looks at him incredulously. She says, go ahead, put them on. She puts on the trousers. She says, they're too big. I can't wear these. Murray Whiskey says, that's right. Remember that. I wear the pants in this family. Don't you ever forget that. She says, fine. She takes off her panties. She throws them over to Murray Whiskey. She says, you put those on. He tries. She says, you made me do it. You've got to do it. He says, okay. So he tries to get them on. Can't do it. He says, I can't even get these past my thighs. He says, I can't get into these panties. She says, yeah, and until you change your attitude, you're not going to either, partner.
A true tale from the Old West.
That concludes another exciting episode. Murray Whiskey, Frontier Pyromaniac over here. What are you lighting up the studio?
Yeah, this thing, it's not working. I'm sorry. Nothing. Just...
Brought to you by that new Japanese Jewish restaurant, So Sue Me.
Thank you very much, Murray.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian John Caponera. Bob grew up in Los Angeles.
Vin Scully was my man.
Is that something that you did?
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Where are you from, man? Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
He was like, stick him up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room.
You know I am.
How many mistakes a morning you think you make?
Today, 3.
I think at least double digits. There's Josh Arnold.
The morning's young.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee.
The man, the dick. What the hell's wrong with
He's
you?
busting balls.
Hey, we're having a good time.
What we do?
Come on. Bust balls.
I very much enjoyed your tribute to the dog show.
Who you going to believe? Me busting balls or him with a hollow platitude?
It's somewhere in the middle, yeah.
Oh, you're really great, Pat.
You may recall the idea for this song stemmed, I believe, originated with a Chick McGee thought.
Yeah, yesterday Chick sang that. I thought, okay.
The story
I didn't make any mistakes.
The Westminster Dog Show. It's unbelievable.
That's the wrong button.
Oh, sorry. Wait, oh, geez, what's going on? Stop.
Oh, good for you.
What the hell is going on?
This gizmo, what are these called?
Yeah, nope, not your fault. It's
My
the gizmo.
That's a mouse.
Yeah. It's broken.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. Yeah, I'm dead. No doubt.
It's a mouse break.
It's dead.
Who do you think believes that when you say stuff
it's
like
dead.
that?
It's wireless, so they...
The opinion he must have of us to think we believe this.
Yes.
Look, this
Plug
one's
it in.
dead.
I'm dazzling them
So
with
this
my
one's
words.
plugged in now.
Oh.
But this one doesn't work as well.
Oh,
I
of
see.
course.
Okay, certainly.
It drags real slow.
Hey,
it's
Much
a drag
like
on
this
it.
show.
Get a load of this. I got an email from, and we have to read it because the guy's from Michigan. This
Wait
is
till
Mike.
they get a load of me.
Mike from Hillside, that Batman, the bad Batman movie. There's a restaurant chain starting in Canada. Tom, pay attention to me.
I'm listening.
I don't think you are. There's a restaurant chain starting in Canada. There's no staff in the restaurant. You walk into a computer screen, a face comes on and asks for your order. She will help with your purchase, and then it's all mechanics and AI in the back. They bring your purchase boxed out to you, and you go home.
Who does?
Restaurant's name is, it comes out on a conveyor belt, I guess.
Oh.
It's called Boxed, B-O-X''D, Boxed.
Wow. I wonder if it's any good.
I'm going to go because there aren't any other people there.
There you go. Yeah,
like
that's
a great
chicken.
hangout.
Don't you want to break bread with your fellow man?
No.
Isolation is not good for people.
Superman. Fortress of Solitude. That's all I'm saying.
But he didn't live in there all the time.
Yeah, but as soon as Lois started talking, he flew off. Remember that gigantic key that he had?
Oh, yeah.
Those were great days.
And lock that mouth down.
The point is, the Westminster Dog Show winner was this very unusual dog. For short, they call him PBGVs.
I might as well not even have spoke.
Petiba Se Griffon Von Dayan or something.
Boy, your French is great, Tom.
They look like little Benji dogs, a little cute little guy. But his name is Buddy Holly.
It looks like Einstein from Back to the Future. More.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Very good, yeah. And Buddy Holly was paraded all over New York City yesterday because they do the dog show now. They don't do it at the Garden. They do it at the tennis.
The Billie Jean King tennis.
But interestingly enough, the dog, his name is Buddy Holly, and he refuses to fly. Very demanding. But Pat, you have a tribute to this little critter?
The one I stumbled on earlier?
No, this is your opportunity to get it right.
All of my love, all of my grooming, I treat you like you are a human good boy.
Good boy.
When you're with me, good boy. The judges see that you are a pedigree. Other handlers, they be a hating, but you're number one, there's no debating, good boy. PBGV, good boy. When you're with me, the judges see that you are pedigree.
Oh, little tribute to Buddy Holly.
And good boys.
Good
girls.
doggies. Good doggies. Now, do they penalize the dogs if they defecate in the middle of the
I think they should
match?
Reward them. I think they should. I think dumping should be a category.
Didn't that new
perfect coil?
There's a new newfie that crapped last time, or
really?
Or did she? Maybe she just barked.
Aren't they immediately put down?
Okay. No, I'm sorry I brought it. Hey, Christy, anything else
Tom.
happening in the news?
Drivers on a Colorado highway got into a bit of a mess when a truck filled with sewage spilled its contents on the road.
Sewage like poop and pee?
The Colorado State Patrol said the sewer truck had a spill in the eastbound lanes of I-76 in Adams County.
Not the eastbound.
Covering
Poop
the
on
road.
Highway.
Covering the road and nearby
Poop on the
cars.
highway to Ventura Highway.
He brought that up this morning at 4 o'clock.
He wanted to do it?
He did.
Yes, he did.
He wanted you to put pen to
I
paper.
walked in, he went poop on the highway.
Congratulations to you for putting the brakes on.
We wouldn't be doing the story if these cars and roads weren't covered with excrement. You
I
know
see.
that.
Sure.
A witness, Mr. Nico Blankenship, told KUSA he was driving behind the truck when, quote, some kind of dung came spewing over the top.
Some kind of dung.
He said
Tonight,
he was washed.
welcome to Some Kind of Dung.
Enter the dung.
Now, here we have a pile. What do you think that is? Some kind of dung.
I like that. Enter the dung.
He said he has
Tribute to the association.
washed his car several times, wiped down his car with baby wipes, but the smell still lingers.
Sick.
Blankenship said, quote, I'm just thankful my windows and sunroof were closed.
Sure.
Hey, this is like around here, there are all those trucks with the rocks on them.
Rocks, yes.
You got to stay back. But if you're in back of a thing carrying sewage, same deal.
Talk about a dump truck.
Wow.
The interstate was closed for several hours while crews cleaned up the mess.
Somebody working to need a bigger squeegee as they cleaned up the highway.
Yikes.
Took hours to clean it up. Yikes. Wow. Look what they've done to the street.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, I bet they'll have skid marks. So those are things in your underwear too, chick.
Yeah, those
Remember
are
that
funny.
awful song?
Oh, have fun with us.
It's all crap.
Look what they've done to
Look what they've done to my song.
boy.
God, I hated that.
Who did that?
How about look what they dung to my song? How about that?
That's what he said.
Did they turn it into a commercial?
I think they did.
As part of a protest? Okay.
Oh, that's awful.
Would you, for any reason, if you could, please answer this honestly? Yes. Would you have ever dated Joan Baez? For any reason whatsoever.
I don't know, Ms. Baez. I'm sure.
My God, she brings that whole Woodstock thing to a screeching halt. Oh, y'all having fun out there?
David's
Here's
in prison.
Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Thanks, Joan. Will you leave? I'd rather watch Quill again.
Bring back Sean on.
Bring Richie Havens back.
Oh,
Richie was
of course,
great.
I like that one.
Of course.
Freedom.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Richie Havens
Tone-deaf
by
pricks.
far.
Could we
Guys,
move on,
done?
Christy? What happened to him during the break?
I don't know.
Did someone get like one of those back scratchers and shove it up there and see if we can get the bug out?
That's weird. I've been shopping for back scratching.
That's weird.
Yes. I don't know if I want an actual hand or like some
the metal one that has a real good...
kind of a curved.
The hand ones are the funniest.
What happened to the one you had that was made out of wood? That's
I
made
have
for us?
that one. I have that one at home.
You need one for here?
I
need
can bring
one for
mine
here.
back if you would like to use it.
Nope, because
Okay.
it's been on your naked back. No thanks.
No,
Tom,
I've
whatever
never
happened to
used it.
that
It's on
brush
my
I bought you
refrigerator.
from Uranus Fudge Factory where it's a brush, but it's just the handle and it says a brush for bald men?
Hilarious.
Or no bristles?
Very, very funny.
Where is it? What'd you do with it?
It's somewhere. I'm sure it's flammable.
It was a thoughtful gift.
Very funny gift.
Have you washed your hair in the new shower yet at the new house?
I did this morning.
How's that work?
Got my baby shampoo.
Have you made love in the new house yet?
Oh yeah,
With my baby shampoo.
You got
Have you christened the
You have
house?
to christen every room. You
Every
know
room.
that.
Have you at least one room?
Be honest.
Just answer us about your sex life.
I'm not going to discuss it.
I'll answer.
The gentleman never discusses that.
No way.
No way, she said.
I'm sure Kelly has needs. Are they being met?
I don't know this guy's name, but we can.
They do have a pool now, remember?
You did admit to us that you tried the dirty talk and it didn't work. Remember last week?
Oh, that's right.
That meant in general. Not
I'm meeting needs.
Yes, you are.
Whatever that. What is that thing?
It's a clothes shaver.
You don't have a clothes shaver?
Well,
he doesn't wear sweaters.
It makes sure all your clothes brand new.
I haven't worn a sweater in 50 years. I hate sweaters. And by the way, as soon as you get a sweater vest, just kill yourself. You're done. There's no point in going on anymore.
Don't you realize that the list of things you hate versus the list of things you like, there's no comparison. There are far more many things you hate.
Yeah, that's because I'm alive. I look around. Come on.
See? And you got on me because I don't want to go out anywhere or do anything.
Because he's out there?
He's out there.
Yeah.
You could run into him.
Fair enough.
You don't want to do that.
So you're on the internet one day and you're Googling around and you see an ad for a sweater shaver?
No. I heard about it. Heard tell about it. And I thought, gee, I need
you
one
have
of
cool
those.
friends. They sit around talking about sweater shavers and stuff.
I got one. Mine's not near as cool as that one. I think I need to upgrade.
I have two. One for here and one
Let me
for
tell you something. No one can spend $1 like Chick McGee.
That's right.
Does that
because I spent several lifetimes answering to someone.
Now, is that a rechargeable sweater shaver, or is it
plug
batteries?
You plug it into your computer, and it charges in the computer.
I tell you what, I have seen him pre-sweater shaver.
Yeah.
It does look like a new shirt. It really does.
Freshens anything.
really need
Sweatpants. Oh, it's amazing.
Use it on Ace.
Your sweatpants pill?
Do Ace's back, will you?
Well, I have merino wool sweatpants.
Oh,
I did lose the power cord to the back thing you gave me.
The back massager?
Oh, Ace. Well, you can take Tom's. He'll never use it.
What are you talking about?
The thumper that I gave you for Christmas.
You know, the thumper?
Oh, that's great. I've used that thing. That white thing?
You threw it away.
No, they're black.
They're black.
You didn't use it.
I got the small one.
He got the small one because it's white. You know, anybody really listening to our show are really enjoying themselves. If you're just don't be a casual listener. Be a proactive listener.
No, be a pro. Speaking of pros.
Yeah.
Angie's List. Yep. You're all familiar. Well, now Angie, your home for everything home. And if you need a pro to work on your home, well, Angie is the place to go. They not only get your home projects done, Angie gets them done well. Angie's your personal home expert. Angie served 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. I love Angie. Angie's helped me out quite a bit. Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros. And they've simplified finding help. In just a few taps in the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish. Or maybe you're in the market for some work. You just want to know how much it's going to cost, what the pros tell you. Hey, you can research and connect with local pros for a specific project. The current specific project in my life, Ace, siding. I've got some siding issues, and I'm fearful that there's water and moisture getting in there. Well, I'm going on Angie to find out what the pros can do for me, and they're going to let me know what a fair price for my project is. In fact, Angie has projects that are priced upfront and clearly lay out the cost before you buy. No surprises when that invoice is handed to you. Angie, my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help hundreds of projects, small repairs, major remodels, everything in between. Angie is my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. Good help is hard to find, not with Angie.
Thank you very much, Josh. So, Pat, I've got some more lyrics for the Poop on the Highways.
Okay. Oh.
I want to run it by here.
It happens tomorrow, I know.
Oh, of course.
I look forward to it.
Coming up, we have a story about, we've all lived in apartments, and they've got that apartment pool, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we got a guy that was, you'll find out at the pool.
Misbehaving, was he?
Yes, he was.
He ended up getting cuffed.
Oh.
You'll see what I'm talking about when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter.
Obviously, Floyd's a legend. I mean, he was a rookie in 1957 or 58. 58, I think. He was a rookie. Four-time winner. Unbelievable fan. So I'm doing The King.
And we're in Tony Bettenhausen Jr.'s garage doing Dick's Picks. And Bob, AJ, was in the garage with us. So we start doing a pair of kings because AJ was the king, and then the king, Elvis the king. So we're doing a pair of kings. And I go, AJ, I go, man, let's take our shirts off and have a belly button contest right here in the garage. I said, then we'll lay on the floor and see whose belly button can hold the most gravy. Oh, thank you very much. I said, I want to help you, AJ, on race day. I'm going to be on your pit crew. When you come in, I'm just going to put my belly and flop it on the rear wing. Front end will come in the air. They'll change them tires. Off we go. And so we're doing all this, and people are dying. Well, then I talked to a crew member later, and AJ had the Bob and Tom show on in the garage. About halfway to that, he just looked up and he goes, shut that shit off. And he was always a little cool to me after that. Indianapolis, believe it or not, at one point was the biggest manufacturer house, the most car manufacturers anywhere. This is before Detroit took over. And Detroit ended up taking over because they were right on the Lake Michigan, and it was easier to get ore and steel and everything, the raw materials. For some reason, this was where cars manufacturers were. Well, they wanted a test facility. Carl Fisher, who owned Prestolite, and Prestolite was a big factory, and they made a bunch of different stuff, but one of them, they made headlights for automobiles, was his big deal. He ended up going on to develop Miami. He turned Miami into a vacation place, but he was one of the 4 founders. And they go, we need a place. Well, Speedway at that time, that was out in the country. And so they bought this property. How big are we going to make the track? And they're kicking it around. And they made the track 2.5 miles because that's what fit in the property they had bought. That's how that became, the property they had, it became 2.5 miles. And it was a test track. And they just started promoting it as the biggest and the best and the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But that's where the Indianapolis 500 is where a lot of innovation took place for years, like brakes and shocks and tires and safety. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the IndyCar Series have pioneered safety in automobiles. So how did it become the biggest and the best? I mean, just the daringness of the drivers, the innovation that took place, and again, the purses were always the biggest, and it was just where everybody from all over the world wanted to come.
And all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Roger Naylor is our guest from the Ohio Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. Is your wife a cop?
Yeah, it's not the traditional job like we were talking about. I mean, it is very, very romantic. We met at a Dunkin' Donuts. So. She hates that joke.
I'll bet she does.
It is a weird job for a woman to have, but it has its advantages. I mean, what other job can you think of where the woman comes home every single night with handcuffs? So
sure,
we got a little game we like to play called Held for Questioning. On the downside, my wife carries a gun.
Oh, good point.
Which makes PMS a whole different ball game at my house. Our toilet seat stays down. I take no chances. I pee in the tub or out in the yard. I don't even mess with it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, my wife is a cop. It's very weird being in bed with a cop. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be in the middle of making love to your wife and all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzzbuster.
Bravo! Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Boy, we got something for you this time. There's Christy at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is here.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Jess Hooker joins us. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. By the way, Willie G rejoining us probably tomorrow, depending on when his flight gets back. We have something special coming up in just a second. Before we get to that, we had an interesting news story about soap and mosquitoes and what brand of soap will help you not be attracted or so attracted to mosquitoes.
Yes, coconut.
And apparently, coconut-scented soap was, I guess, the #1 mosquito repeller, but it depends on, I guess, everyone's personal chemistry.
I'll have to use them. I have a lovely bunch.
But that led to a story of...
Did you hear what Josh said? He has a lovely bunch.
Of coconut.
Of coconut soap.
A lovely bunch.
Fortunately, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking.
You see how that would how that would hinder a conversational radio show, don't you? When you're not paying attention.
I had the floor, if you will.
No one ever has the floor. This is a problem. Go ahead.
Right now, you have the floor.
No, I don't. I'm shutting up.
Your flooring is boring. The point is, I have a letter here.
Okay.
I'll talk to you, Jess Hooker.
Okay, I'm listening.
This comes to us. The question was asked: if you breathe fumes from poison ivy, if it's burning, is it problematic?
Yeah.
And it's the answer is
yes.
very.
Yes.
This comes to us from Woodson. Writes, I am highly allergic to poison ivy. Several years ago, I was cleaning some brush and burning it. I realized there was poison ivy in the pile when my eyes swelled shut.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Had to go to a local clinic. I got a shot of something. I cleared up after several hours.
Okay.
So there you go.
So there are many examples of
Don't
that.
burn the poison ivy, or you'll be like Woodson. And you'll be
Woodson is his first name?
Yeah.
Woodson.
What a
All
cool
right.
name.
I like that name.
Yeah. Woody?
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with poison ivy, right?
I didn't start getting poison ivy until after I turned 40.
Oh, that's weird.
never got it until then. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, now, Jess Hooker is also known as our cooker. And
It smells so good in here.
She has taken the time and trouble to not go too much trouble cooking some Hello Fresh for us.
Yeah, super easy. Today we had I made the firecracker meatballs with roasted green beans and jasmine rice.
All right.
It only took 10 minutes to prep, 40 minutes to cook, and here it is.
Jasmine. I'm a Jasmine guy.
Yeah, and so I also did some add-ons this time that we don't always talk about here at the Bob and Tom Show. I did New England clam chowder add-on. It's already prepared. You just have to heat it on the stovetop or microwave, however you choose.
Very good.
It is fantastic. I'm eating it right now.
It looks exquisite.
I would
Good.
talk, but it's delicious, and I need to eat more of it.
Good. I'm glad you guys like it.
How do you like it, Pat?
It looks good. See, I have none in the performance.
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
Oh, my gosh.
Pat is in a different room.
Yes, he's not being excluded, and half the time he's on some weird diet, and he can't eat this stuff anyway. But they do. That's the great thing about HelloFresh. They meet all kinds of diets,
That's
whether it's
exactly
vegan or
right.
keto or...
Whatever you're into, Pat, we can fix you up.
Soup and a candy bar.
I don't know if they have that diet, Pat.
You're on the soup and a candy.
It's an inside joke.
No wonder you're feeling so good.
That's not what you were going to say.
Now,
Now, Christy, you have you speak French, right?
Yeah. Well, no.
You kiss that way?
So how do you pronounce this correctly?
Macarons.
Macarons. They're not macaroons.
Not macaroons.
They're called cookies. All right.
Well, yeah, there's
macarons,
and because macaroons are actually a completely different.
I think Chick would like one.
Yeah, would you like one, bud? Good.
What flavors do we have?
We have
like coffee.
Yeah,
pink,
pistachio.
that clam chowder is so good.
So good, right?
Delicious.
Yeah, so we have lemon, we have raspberry, coffee, vanilla, and pistachio.
Oh, I'll take a vanilla.
Oh my God,
they're so good. What else did you made? I didn't hear. What else did you make?
So this other one is the firecracker meatballs with roasted green beans and jasmine rice.
Wow. And once again, the beauty of HelloFresh is they do the shopping, they do the measuring. You put it together. You said it took you 10 minutes to put it together, and then it cooked.
Yeah, less than an hour, everything was ready.
That's great.
Man, I love clam chowder.
This is delicious. Now, we need to move on. Thank you so much, Jess.
Oh, I got to talk.
You have missed several interesting stories today, Jess.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I probably should run a couple of these by you. As you know, Josh hails from St. Louis.
I do.
And you're not a big pot person, are you?
I'm not. It's just not my thing. It doesn't take. I don't. No.
Okay. Well, in St. Louis now, they have the legal marijuana, of course. In Missouri.
It's just first time hearing about it. I had no idea.
And so a company there has developed a strain, and they've named it after the area code for St. Louis, which is what, Josh?
314.
Okay.
There's also a 636, but that's outside the...
And you're 314?
I am.
Is that a status thing?
Very much so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the only one
about this. It's a strain of marijuana designed just for St. Louis. The promotional letter for this stuff says the aroma and flavor are filled with a sugary sweetness balanced with a dank dose of diesel reminiscent of that classic sweet but gritty St. Louis spirit.
That's right.
Okay. I like it.
Sounds lovely.
And when you use the word dank, is that only to describe marijuana?
You can have a dank basement. Something that's sort of musty and
dark and dank.
But does that make it sound like it's good? If it's
No, I think it
dank and
sounds
smells
horrible.
like diesel fuel?
Yeah.
I think
delicious.
Guys have dank is a positive, I think.
Yeah, I think when you're talking about marijuana, it is. Yeah, it's
But
dank.
diesel fuel?
Yikes.
I don't know if diesel fuel. Does it say diesel fuel or just diesel?
No, it says diesel fuel.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. But
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Didn't your son, Willie, tell us that the worse it smells, the better it is, the more high you get or something like that, right?
I think there may be a correlation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And then again, I was suggesting they come up with a brand of pot for East St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Not the area code. They'll just call it
Right.
Be Careful.
Right. Not the safest area.
Watch yourself. Be
careful.
Okay, very good, very good. Christy Lee is going to put down her HelloFresh for a second and read us another news story.
Authorities in Louisiana are saying a woman using a walker attempted to rob a New Orleans bank. The 63-year-old allegedly handed a Chase bank teller a note that read, "Your bank is being robbed. Put money in bag or people are going to get hurt."
Oh, my.
A security camera captured the suspect, a Miss Kathy Lynn Hamilton, waiting in line while gripping a four-wheeled walking aid. The teller gave her $500, though the woman did not make it very far. NOLA.com reports that a bank security officer escorted her back inside the branch, where New Orleans police officers soon arrested her. And the FBI took her into custody. This is the woman's second alleged robbery attempt. She also tried to rob a bank in 2014.
With a walker.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's trying to get money for a wheelchair.
She could do a GoFundMe.
Maybe she wants to buy new tennis balls from the walker. Well, the good news is if she had a getaway driver, theoretically, he could park right there in front.
That's exactly right.
I mean, if you're going to rob a bank.
Yeah, but you got to take all that time to put the walker down. You got to fold it all up. And
Maybe this will be the last Fast and Furious movie.
Why haven't they come out with a manufactured tennis ball-like device instead of everyone cutting holes in tennis balls?
They do.
That
They
tennis
have
ball
them.
lobby is strong, though, chick. Yeah, they make
They
sure.
have like little sleds. Like they look like a little sled that you put on the bottom. And
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen they're some kind of
slippery plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to read this again. I think I got this right. Yes. This lady robbed. I'm sorry.
Yes.
This just occurred to me.
I'm reading it. Yes.
Sorry. This lady robbed this bank, and she was fleeing. And of course, the guy just walked up to her and turned her on. It was a chase bank. I robbed.
Yeah.
Wasn't really much of a chase, but that's kind of a wow. Okay, well, very good, ma'am.
Moving from Louisiana
You
to
know what would have foiled her?
What?
Stairs.
Oh, man. Yeah, she could never.
move from Louisiana
They
to
have to have
Florida.
ramps, probably.
Yeah, ramps.
And ramps to make it easier for people to rob them.
Louisiana to where, Chrissy?
Florida. Florida man caught masturbating at an apartment complex pool.
Well, that's
while
where
watching,
the women in bikinis are.
While watching porn, Josh, on his phone that was connected to a Bluetooth
Had on a
speaker.
hat, isn't it?
Oh.
That's unfortunate. He made sure everyone knew.
I have done this. I have Bluetooth speakers out on the deck Hang on. Don't think the worst of me.
Well, you know what we're talking about, right?
Yes, but I've had it listening to music out there when I was cleaning my gutter out. Was listening to music out there, and I went in the house and was still listening to music, and I thought, well, that's not very loud, so I tried to turn it up, and then it dawned, oh, my God, that's outside. It was very funny at the time, Tom. Very funny.
Police responded to the Palms of Clearwater development after a witness.
What's it called?
Palms.
the hairy palms of Clearwater.
Development after a witness reported seeing a man pull his pants down and begin to pleasure himself to a pornographic video on his cell phone.
Hey, look, there's a poached egg in the pool.
Oh. According to the arrest affidavit,
Yolkless, of course.
the 51-year-old suspect, Christopher Harris, also connected the video to a Bluetooth speaker and began playing the video out loud as he masturbated.
So this guy wanted everyone to see him.
Do you think he was using a vibrator?
No.
Put that away.
Multiple officers responding to the 911 call observed the man pleasuring himself by the pool. He was arrested for exposure of sexual organs.
How long do they watch it before they go, okay, we got him?
Yeah, he's not going to finish for a while.
No,
The man-
looks like he's about to switch to the backstroke.
Taking you a while, huh? What are you on Paxil?
I think we got probable cause here.
He admitted to playing with himself, adding that when he's intoxicated, he does stupid things.
Hey, look, when I'm drunk, I got to whack it outside.
Pat, do you have a song?
I do. Woo! I like to get drunk and do dumb things. This takes the cake. I didn't think people could see me when I gave it a shake. There you go. I was by the pool with my pants down and no one around. But my iPhone was hooked to a speaker making moaning sound. Wackin' in sunshine. Oh, there at the poolside. Whoa, just a whacking on sunshine. Whoa, polishing wood. Hey, cops cuffed me real good. See, when you had the horns like that, it makes it
Nice.
whacking in sunshine.
Sitting over by the jacuzzi. Or is that a hard M?
It looked like I just spilled clam chowder down in front of me, and it remind me of something.
Yeah.
Wow.
A rabbit has been labeled dangerous by police in
By the
Iowa.
way, if you read deeply into this article about this guy,
I don't want to.
cranking it by the pool.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Apparently, the authorities say he did not wait a half an hour after eating.
Oh, that's dangerous for your stomach. Heart or whatever the hell.
Some pool noodle.
A rabbit's been labeled dangerous by police in Iowa. The critter has bitten at least 2 people.
What the hell's wrong with this thing?
No, rabbits bit. Perry, Iowa resident Roman Rustin told KCCI
Okay, we're a TV station.
that the rabbit
That's it?
KCCI, go ahead. What do you got?
We're almost KCCR. Roll it up.
You know what? I apologize. You're right.
The rabbit jumped up, bit her before hopping over to a neighbor's car. She added the rabbit chased her neighbor to her front door. Harry police said the rabbit also bit a 13-year-old girl who will be getting a rabies shot following
Did you
the
say
attack.
Harry police?
Perry.
Oh, Perry.
Police said that they caught the bunny and released it near the city's wastewater treatment plant. Well, what did the bunny do? Why does he have to go there?
Because they bit people.
What's up, Doc?
The rabbit has not been seen since in the neighborhood.
It was delicious.
I honestly didn't know
Awesome
rabbits
pepper.
would bite you.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing's up to.
Did you see that? If you keep reading, they hired the famous rabbit exterminator, Elmer Fudd.
I've told this story before. My grandfather had a bunch of rabbits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they also had house cats. And one of the cats got into the rabbit cage, and the rabbit kicked a hole in the cat's stomach.
Oh, my goodness.
My God, chick.
Were the rabbits for
Can you
food?
and Christy get together and do a show of morbidity and death?
No, I'm just saying, don't mess with a rabbit.
Yeah.
Have you ever
apparently
seen Night
not.
of the Lepus?
I said rabbits, Josh.
Night of the Lepus is about giant rabbits.
Oh, okay.
And they
You
attack
said-
a small
you said lepus.
farm.
Did they kill anybody in that movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They eat them.
Why is it called Night of the Lepus?
Some sort of species, genus deal, yeah.
Wouldn't it have been better to do like, the attack of the 50-foot rabbit? That way you know what you're getting.
Look,
called branding. You're
again,
referencing the great movie, The Attack of the 50-foot
Perhaps that's
woman.
why it wasn't a hit.
I don't think it was nominated for anything.
With wonderful special effects.
There was something named without Tom having input.
Okay, just saying. Well, I liked your song very much, Pat.
That was very good.
Yes, Pat. That was the best thing I've heard all day. All year. All month. It was amazing.
It's called a throwaway.
No, it's not.
No, that's good.
Clever. By the way, there is a KCCR radio.
Oh, God.
There is.
CCR all day, all the time?
Why did you feel the need to look that up?
Because I was just always wondering. I was kind of wondering if there was KCCR and if they probably get tired of playing John Fogerty after a while. I mean, as brilliant as the man is. 24 hours a day.
That's a lot.
You have anything else over there, Chris?
No, because we have to take a break.
Well, if you're listening,
I don't want to.
If you're listening to Pat's
You want
song,
to stay and listen to this.
The best way to listen to Pat's song is on Raycon earbuds.
Yeah.
You know that. Raycon's mission, they have a mission. Prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features. With Raycon, you can buy a pair and a spare if you want, and still pay much less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that right about now, every purchase needs to be perfect. Raycon has buy now, pay later options. They have an easy and free return guarantee, and they also offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I haven't even told you about 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and they're water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off the already low price in your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, when we come back, we have a vanity plate I need Christy to help me with.
Okay.
All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Sean and give him a nice concert. Like, go down and have it. He can like it. He goes.
That's what he sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing the hokey pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club, and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage, and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come, and he come and get you, and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage, and I get engulfed in the show.
Uh-huh.
Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow, they're playing Shoot to Thrill. The floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black.
Wow.
Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song. It's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells.
All right.
I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is going to go up.
Oh, my God.
The Phillies beat Toronto, Boston over Atlanta. Minnesota beat the Padres. American League winners, Detroit, the Yankees, Texas, Houston, Baltimore, and Kansas City. And in the National League, your winners, the Dodgers, Washington, Miami, the Mets, and the Cubs. And in the NHL playoffs, Toronto gets a win, beating Florida last night 2-1. Panthers still have that 3-1 game edge in that series. And Edmonton 4, Vegas 1 last night. That evens that series at 2 games apiece. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
With us in the studio, comedian Doug Stanhope. I wanted to talk about something fairly mundane, actually, with Doug. You hate baseball. Am I correct?
Baseball players always, they look like cops so much. They're so, they're so joyless.
Are you out of your mind?
But no, you watch any other sport and they're happy and they're pumping up the crowd, they're high-fiving. And baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout and they look like cops. You know how someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers, and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking. No joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I'll bet on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the Yankees. That's the only reason I watch baseball is to hope the Yankees lose, and I guess that's probably a miserable. Just because they buy their team and their fans are so obnoxious. Like if you're gonna just be cheering in the stands, pick an underdog and have some character. If you have money on the game, it's different. That's like having stock in a company.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to be a loudmouth, beer-fueled ass bag in the stands, pick the underdog. Rooting for the Yankees is like going to a casino and cheering for the house. It's already supposed to win. You're standing behind the blackjack table going, "Oh, dealer busted your ass, bitch. Oh, that's my dealer. I got my dealer jersey on."
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I can't think about the big picture. It's just hard, don't you think, to be human right now? I mean, we got stresses and pressures. I've got suicide bombers and gingivitis. Something's gonna
Something's gonna get me.
It is. What do you, I mean, I do the best I can. I floss twice a day and spy on my neighbor because that's what they said. That's what they said.
To do that.
Keep your eyes open. Let us know if you see something fishy.
That's
what
right.
they said. And I don't know. You think that's going to work? There was a lady in Florida that gave birth and didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want that lady watching your back? Really?
You want that lady voting?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she's a nice lady, but something tells me things get by her. That's all I'm saying. I mean, how do you?
Yeah. I thought I had indigestion.
A little backfire from a burrito the other day.
Yeah.
It's a baby.
Yeah.
Here, can I help you through the X-ray machine, Mr. Atta?
Yeah. Yes.
And Jesus said, "Take this bread and eat it. It is my body." And the disciples said, "Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting."
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
That's going to catch on, buddy.
Christy Lee at
like your dumb things you always say are going to catch on that don't.
Well, it's a lot of anger.
Yeah, man, she's trying to introduce the
What's going
show.
on here?
Nicknames that never work.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
I'm great, Chick. How are you?
I tried to call that arena the Big Hat one time. That did not take off. Didn't that? Yeah. Where's that going to take place? The Big Hat. Oh, the hat. It's the hat.
Heading to the hat tonight?
Looked like a derby, seeing it. There's, what's your name? Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Maybe it was the Stetson Arena. It would make sense.
There's Josh Arnold.
If we make this quick, I got to head off to the hat.
That's the thing. You encouraged her to talk. Look what happened.
There's Jess Hooker. She's here. She's just bought meatballs and HelloFresh for the win.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what
they say.
I love the food from HelloFresh. I am not just saying those meatballs are the best.
Yeah, delicious.
That may be topping my list. My God, those are so good.
What was the actual name of it?
Yeah, the firecracker meatballs with roasted green beans and jasmine rice.
Great. So good. There's
Delicious.
Ace Cosby, who loved everything.
Yeah, we've talked about HelloFresh for a long time, but we were cooking it up actually this morning, and you said it took 10 minutes of prep, and then you popped it in the oven. And
Yeah.
et cetera. Get details, by the way. Go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16.
Give me this green bean.
I would take a picture of the meatballs, but they're all gone. So there's one meatball left. Did you have a meatball?
They are spectacular. And with the delicious rice, I love rice.
And the clam chowder was great.
The clam chowder, this is delicious. Could we do this every morning?
Yeah.
Could we get a
We've got some more meals in the back. We can do it tomorrow.
Hooray! Yay!
Got to bring in a new kitchen.
Okay, now I got a quick. We had a news story earlier this week about, or maybe it was last week, about vanity plates. Do you remember this? There are various states that have a list of plates you can't have.
Okay.
Right.
For various reasons.
Yeah.
Someone sent us, this is a photograph they took on the road.
Very visual, yeah.
I'm going to
Let me
use
explain to you how radio works. No, go ahead.
He hates his own medicine.
No, show us the picture. Let me explain
Don't
to you.
listen to what I do.
Let me explain to you how unemployment works. Christy,
Yes.
Christy,
Well, then you go downtown to this little office.
could you
and
take this off?
If I'm unemployed, first I go to all my TV station buddies and go, well, everything you thought was true. I'll tell you.
All right.
Christy, you can verify. You can verify that is indeed a photograph. It's
It
not
is.
photoshopped in any
Do I
way.
say what state it's from?
Well, see, it's a trick. This guy got away with this by doing a little bit of a trick. Josh,
Look at
you
that,
wanna help her?
Josh.
Yeah, oh boy, this is right up Tom's alley here. The old vanity plate.
Jess, what does it say?
Well, it says FIST, the number 3, and R.
Oh.
So he's trying to sneak in the word
Fister.
Oh, that's an Ohio plate.
Yeah, it
I've
is.
never been more proud to be a Buckeye.
There's a guy in my neighborhood who has he has well, maybe I shouldn't say the kind of car he has, but his plate says Dump Man.
I assume he works for a
I assume.
waste removal.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
he
don't
drives
know.
a dump truck or a dump truck company. He
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe he likes being pooped on.
That's
why. Well, that is a thing. You know.
There's a thing, Tom.
I don't know.
You're going
Christy,
to advertise that?
Don't
on
knock
the
it until you
back?
try it.
Well, how do you find it if you don't advertise?
Oh.
Internet, your life.
For every ooh, you're gross.
5 people.
Let's see. Yeah.
Do you think I could put my last name on a license plate if I changed the E?
I'm sure.
I'm
sure you could.
I don't know.
Should I try?
Oh, because your real last name is Hooker.
It is.
And I know
you probably couldn't.
you can't order autograph or NFL jerseys or Major League Baseball jerseys, even though there are, I think, 3 or 4 hookers.
Yeah, there was a guy named Fair Hooker
playing. There are hookers now playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about in the
Super Bowl.
Wow.
Anyone going to finish that joke for me?
I've met a few unfair hookers. I'll tell you that.
They charge too much.
Yeah.
Time now
They don't do
for
very little.
Today in History, May 11.
Uh-oh, I haven't looked at this yet.
5/11. 5.
Okay, 11 divided by 2.
Gotta get
May.
more Columbus stuff.
Oh, yeah? What do you do this day?
1502, he leaves Cadiz, Spain, on his 4th and final trip to the Western Hemisphere.
I thought he was already here yesterday.
No, he was in the Caymans.
That
right?
was a different trip.
Okay, you and I, all the guys in this room right now know there's only one reason he would go back to the New World 4 times.
You're talking about that sweet.
That sweet pudding.
That good.
Break off some of that good, Chief. Let's do this.
It's in 1492. He sailed the ocean blue, and then he did it again apparently in 1502. Conveniently, okay.
I did it again.
Okay, that's boring. This is awful. 1981, Andrew Lloyd Webber Cats premiered.
You mean Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. And it just closed, right? Or it might...
Yeah, it did.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
No.
Oh, no, Phantom did.
The
Yeah.
Phantom.
just
the other.
Phantom of the
I thought
Opera.
Cats closed and they brought it back or something. I don't know.
You know, if you don't like Hamilton, okay, go see Phantom of the Opera, then get back to me.
I liked Phantom of the
Well,
Opera. I've seen it 4 times.
Stinks on ice.
Chick and I can write the same thing. I am the Phantom of the Opera.
Maybe it's because my kids enjoyed it so much.
One of the characters in Phantom of the Opera is the chandelier. Okay.
Oh, it's when that
That's
thing
amazing. Yeah,
swings
the very
down,
beginning.
it's like,
That organ plays. Quite something. Quite something. That's theater for you.
That has the record for the most performances ever on Broadway.
And most people watch
But we're
it.
talking about Cats.
Yes.
Which the heirs to the T.S. Eliot fortune got loaded on.
Rum-tum
of
tucker.
all random things.
And remember, if you're in a Broadway play and I'm in the audience and you come into the audience, I'm gonna be a problem. Don't you touch me? Don't you talk to me? Don't you ask me to volunteer? Nothing. Leave me alone.
Some big birthdays today. Irving Berlin, 1888.
Inventor of the wall, right?
Yeah, of course. Salvador Dali.
You know, there's
the
a grasshopper
inventor of El
named
Salvador. Let's see. Tim Blake Nelson, great actor.
He is a great actor.
Wonderful.
Oh, brother.
Where art thou?
That was a
He's
good one.
on. He's got an episode of Poker Face.
Cam Newton, is he done?
No, he wants to come back. He's trying to come back this season.
Okay.
Rootin' Tootin' Cam Newton.
Has nice hats.
They're very nice.
Happy birthday, Nervous Vern of Nervous Vern and Munchie. He's right currently.
Did you hear Oskar howling in the background?
You've got to.
Time now to review we learned on today's show.
Crapping me negative. Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, very quick. Jeff Oskar is the only one that's allowed to call me buddy.
Yep.
You should hear what else he calls you.
Hey. I do know a guy. His name's Chuck. His dog's name's Senator.
I love that.
I took the Senator for a walk. It's the best thing ever. Tom's in a new house, must stay very quiet. He has to shower in the dark.
No, the switch didn't work this morning.
Yep.
The bathroom light came on, just not in the shower.
Yeah.
So you weren't really in the dark.
Yeah, but, I like to get a good look-see. Well,
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Make sure. How do you think
See how the general's doing?
Yeah, how do you think I come in with that great attitude every day?
Yeah.
Hey, the world may be collapsing, but ta-da!
With a wiener like this, who could frown, huh?
Texas not at half-mast.
All the chiefs of state. Is that a thing? Heads of state. Say goodbye.
I'd like to go home.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.